Hey, no.
My son's spaced out. He doesn't want to watch this anymore.
Okay.
He didn't like the starting music.
Oh,
I mean, the starting music is the best part.
I know he didn't.
I
like
haven't
it.
even
He's
tried
maybe-
to get Becca
He's
to
maybe
watch
too
it.
young to focus on a Let's Play D&D.
He watched the entire painting session of my character. He watched it all. He was fascinated with it.
Even when he
That
got
seems
scared
like-
when I called him out by name.
Yeah, he's like, oh! Like, he looked at my phone like, oh! The person
That's
knows
so
me.
funny.
Yeah.
I do show Beckett because I watch the YouTube videos back, and Beckett's like, "Why are you on the screen?" I'm like, "That's on YouTube." He's like, "You're a YouTuber?" I'm like, "No, Beckett, I'm not."
Yeah, no, I have a real job.
adjacent.
yeah.
You're like, I have a real job, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
We make no money.
okay.
Make no-
Correct.
To be fair,
Saying that,
there are
like,
some
please like and subscribe.
YouTubers.
Oh, shut
Don't
up.
think we're on.
Now, audio's going now.
Oh,
Wow.
So
What if
Audio went on like 5 seconds after it said, no, nothing's on.
oh.
So, I'm not doing another introduction. Felix is in danger. They were kidnapped. Have fun.
Am
Also-
I the drama?
Yes.
the first intro
Yeah, I
was
was
way
coming
better.
for the
That's,
first
yeah, that's
drama.
just for the table.
So,
Exactly.
Felix lost an arm. It's on the ground with a hammer given to her by her grandfather.
So,
Their grandfather.
so
Their
literally,
grandfather. My bad.
Zagat had already picked those up at the end of the last session.
Yes.
So
Right.
those are already in my possession.
Why do you have a baby arm in your bed?
so your items are being kept fresh because you have an element hammer.
So, we know where they're going.
You take 1 point of psychic damage.
You need all your HP, Mike.
You're gonna need all your HP. You just put
Sorry, ladies and
1
gentlemen,
psychic
we're going to be
damage.
shorter robed tonight.
Oh
Now
god,
fired.
we're all going to die.
That changes some threats.
The rogue that had another health
Now,
potion.
how do you deal with that on a daily basis?
I was like expecting that, and I clicked like.
I think you broke her.
So, the guy, you are in vengeance mode.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're kind of just dragging everyone along with you. in a
So
way.
Zagat, as soon as he healed him, Zagat moved in the direction.
Orin's right there with him.
regardless of if they're following.
Okay.
Orin is literally just like, okay, let's do this. We're gonna get our friend back. Let's go.
Okay, so you're making a hard march.
Yep. I grab all my gear.
One spell.
Okay. I would like everyone who is making a hard march to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, Constitution.
Hope start off strong.
Nat 20.
Very good.
Woof.
Can I get some of that over here?
And so you're gonna end up
Can I get
hearing everybody
advantage from
give
his
like
natural
a
20?
Did you say Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Trinnick rolls his ankle.
And we're already lost.
I got a 13.
RJ.
14.
With a bunch of students and chefs and weak boys.
Perfect. Level of exhaustion. Level of exhaustion.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have to read what that does.
It is disadvantage on skill checks. Skill checks only, not attack rolls or saving throws, just skill checks.
Okay.
Wait, who got exhaustion?
I do.
Trinnick.
Oh, Trinity. Okay, I thought you were pointing at him. I was like,
RJ's fine.
I was like, he rolled one higher.
Why
than
do
me.
I picture another like replay of the mine
Yep.
of the tunnel
Can
like
you just-
happening again?
Can he carry me and I get it?
You can try to jump on. Zagat's moving.
Yeah.
This was to push you all.
I know.
I'm barely keeping up.
Okay, so, you all
Zagat's just like tearing through bushes,
Yeah, you all-
knocking down trees.
make great time. You two are like keeping up, but you're feeling that
Got a side stitch.
yeah.
Don't skip.
because
Lindsay.
it's more like you're power walking. You're not running. You're just power walking.
Yes, but he's still exhausted
yes,
from
yes.
it. A little bit.
You're power walking. You're essentially power walking for 6 straight hours
I'm a nerd.
because you're trying to cut the time down.
Oh, that. Ooh.
That's why you're not
legs.
running. You're doing a fast march.
My guy plays croquet at school.
Now,
That's my-
this is actually very important. What did you all leave behind? Because Zagat got up and fucking left.
The corpse?
So corpses would have been left behind. What about bedrolls?
Yeah.
I would've
Yeah.
left
What,
No,
about,
fuck.
what about cookware?
I wouldn't have packed up my bedroll.
Heavy cookware.
So the cookware he would have put away as soon as he was done.
Fair. Okay, so cookware is put away. Would anyone have left their backpacks behind?
my bag was right next
Or
to
just
me.
like picked it up on the go?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay.
I would
I put all my stuff
That's
up
the
and I
on the
snatched it
go.
and ran.
Okay.
Arm, hammer, back.
Perfect. So bedrolls are the only thing that are left behind for all intents and
I
purposes.
don't think I even have one. So.
Yeah, no, you don't. And just so it is stated as well,
And your axe.
Felix had their gear on them.
That's what I was curious
All
about.
of their gear, except for the hammer and
Okay, so you-
their
you-
and their single appendage.
So,
Okay.
except for the
Axe.
bedroll, I'm guessing.
It's not the best. Wait,
And you
lost.
said you have
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
the-
the bedroll
the-
probably got
Not
chopped
the
too.
axe. The axe is in their
Okay,
gear.
it's attached to them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my tent. I don't have my tent.
Okay.
Just pretend. God.
Well, I think he has a tent. I could be wrong.
Sure.
think
We'll
so.
assume tents are out of the picture and bedrolls are out of the picture.
I'll buy a new one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to sit there. It's in a hamlet.
That's true. We come back for it.
There will be a very clearly defined robot-sized path back to the camp.
You are a Kool-Aid man the way through this forest.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you cut down. It was going to be a 12-hour walk because it was just only a half day out. So you managed to cut that down to a menial 6 hours essentially. You cut it down in half.
Shit.
You all are pushing hard.
Abishai's had to do this all too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. But they can fly. They
I
still
mean, at this rate, I feel like
all-
Zagat's flying too.
They also did not get a rest. So I don't think whether or not they
correct.
can fly.
No, that's fair. So you all cut that time down very much. You make it about sunrise roughly. Is when you start seeing a gate, a wall. Gate is currently open.
Going through the gate.
There is a familiar figure of the blonde woman from the camp. Just standing there, non-threatening, just standing there. In general, Natalie, did you get the Discord message I sent you?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm about 25 to 30 steps behind you, so I have no idea what you're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, you're not.
Unfortunately, probably behind him. So this is probably on you, buddy.
Where is Weiss?
Natalie.
He's hiding out. He kind of controls this town, so be careful here.
Keep going.
What?
I said be careful here.
Am I seeing
Natalie, you'll need this.
Thank you.
You know the temple is the center of the town. It is luckily because this is very much a religious town. It's a straight shot from the gate to the temple. While it's been a while, you kind of recognize the general build of it. Like maybe when you're coming in and out of consciousness. But just looking at it now, there's definitely some dwarvish build back into it. Has some of that architecture to it. Looks very sturdy again. It has banners out the front with the red hand, similar to Aronius' blue hand. Is there anything anyone wants to do right now? It is but just again, it is sunrise.
Did
Creature
Zagat,
dead.
did Zagat slow? Oh my gosh, my voice is still all scratchy. Did Zagat slow down at all?
If he didn't recognize you, no.
I want to run kind of up, or like just trot or jog up in front of Zagat and try and like motion for him to like pay attention to me.
Am I seeing this?
Okay.
Where are you?
If you're only 30 steps behind. Yes, you're
So I see a being. That's what I was getting.
you see a human.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Do you see her?
I see her. All right.
You might recognize her.
She was there just last night. to
She
be
was
fair.
with Conrad. I would say I don't know if you have to roll to recognize. I don't know.
That's a character choice.
All right, he'll stop and look at you. Where did you go?
Come with me.
Where is Felix?
She looks around, kind of like, Jesus, what was wrong with you? And motions for like an alleyway for him
I
to
don't
fall.
know you. I owe you nothing.
I'm trying to help you.
I can help myself.
Okay,
Unless
wait,
you
Begin
wanna try and-
walking to the temple.
wait.
Fight down by yourself.
I'm just saying this.
Sagat,
You do not want to do that.
Sagat,
Please come with
we
me.
can use all the help we can get. Let's at least listen to her. If it's a trap, we'll murder her wonderfully.
Oh my God.
Just in general, everyone make a perception check. And if you have any advantage, no, none of you have advantage for smell. So
You said perception.
perception. Natalie, you do not make this check.
With disadvantage, I got a 15.
Okay.
17.
Oh, yeah.
RJ.
10.
Jinx, you owe each other a Coke.
Okay.
So I rolled a.
Drink.
Well, you said with this.
You two roll with disadvantage.
Never mind.
Okay, so those of you, RJ, you don't notice it. You two, you pick it up in a weird way since you don't technically smell, but you smell it. It's very iron-like, lots of copper in the air.
I just sense a chemistry change.
Yeah, it's like this is not like air that's typically around you. It feels wrong in a way, and it definitely feels, I guess, more coppery, more iron-like.
Did I? With a 15, did I get that too?
Oh, I thought you had a 5. Did you have disadvantage?
Disadvantage, it was a 15.
Okay, you smell it as well.
Okay. I was going to say, because I got a 17, then a 16.
Okay, perfect.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
My name is Asher. I was with Conrad last night. She's speaking in a hushed voice.
Yeah, we thought you two turned to Abishai or something.
No, nothing of the
okay.
sort. He controls the Abishai. Now, please, come with me. I need to explain the situation in this town before you guys go hauling off.
He controls the.
Just come with me.
Go
Am I
ahead.
getting anything funny off of her?
Roll an insight check.
You know what? That's actually
Yeah. Anyone?
8.
Wherever you choose.
Or I wish.
Not good.
Pretty hard to read.
Alright.
Nope, I got a 7.
Pretty hard to read.
Alrighty.
10. Pretty hard to read.
I'll summon my sword and I'll follow. If you're going, are you going?
God is not happy about it, but he nods.
The spoon
Okay.
turns into a club.
Do I have, like, a home in this city outside of... The temple?
You do have a home, yeah.
I tried to lead them through back alleys and kind of out of the way places back to my home.
Okay, trying to do it sneakily.
Yes.
Okay, everyone roll a stealth check, please.
Play the film in there.
13.
Y'all are quite
Hey,
conspicuous.
I got 6.
We have 3 people with disadvantage right now, too.
I actually got a 16 with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a 1.
6.
No, reroll. Plus 13.
So did you explain it to the master?
I rolled a 6, so I have 10. So where are we going?
17.
You're probably not that loud, but it's
Clank, clank, clank. Guys, where are we going?
Somehow, y'all, with as much noise as you are making, get through the town, and you believe you made it to Asher's home without any issue
Guys, where are
or
we going?
being detected.
Who's this like?
You are the worst pirate.
You,
Actually, no,
A
you're
10
the best
isn't even
pirate. 'Cause
that.
You're not a sneaky pirate. You're talking to pirate.
I just sort of look at Trinity and go, "What? Where did you get food?"
I found it on the ground.
You just sold your soul to the bank. Congratulations.
You guys are gross. Brian!
I'm basically a
I
raccoon.
stole it from a raccoon. I watched him.
That raccoon put up a fight. By the way,
That wasn't easy.
I'm so disappointed. I could have cooked you such a better meal. You just wait.
I'm gonna make him a
Leave
pirate
food
flag
on the
with a
floor.
rifle.
Just don't pick it up. It's a big trap.
Put my face in my hand at the general ness of this group.
Rusa. All right, so you make it into the home. It's a tight fit because you live by yourself. It's not exactly a large home. It's a studio for all intents and purposes. So it's a fairly tight fit.
Can Zagat even fit?
Zagat fits in, but he's kind of like at the door, and Ming
just
can
kinda
barely
stuck
close the
there.
door behind them.
Maybe you should sit.
So think of it like this: the studio is as large as you all sitting around this table. So it is a tight fit.
I think he just like stands as tight against the wall.
Listen, we're into the problem everywhere. Okay.
I'll just tuck myself into a corner, desummon the sword, and just as pencil-like as I can.
All right. Conrad runs this town. Every member of this town follows Conrad's particular sect of Hieronius teachings. They're blasphemous, but they all follow him.
So he's
So if-
the leader of a cult.
Yes.
I knew something was wrong with him.
You would know.
Well, Hieronius is a legitimate Hieronius is a legitimate god with a dedicated following. However, this particular sect has tainted the teachings of Hieronius.
Oh, I see. When it's a god that everyone knows, it's a sect. When it's a little-known goddess, it's a cult.
yes.
Generally, that's how that works.
That's exactly how it works.
Enough of
The size of the
symbols.
following determines whether or not it's a cult or a religion.
But enough of the cult and all that. Let's
That is literally
get to what
Anyway,
that is
let's
literally the
continue.
definition.
We have more important things to talk about
let's rescue
anyway.
Felix. Shall we?
He has Felix in the temple.
Why?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure why he dragged him along, but that is where they are.
Is he alive?
As far as I know, yes. He is still alive.
Can you get us in there? Sneakily.
Y'all are
We'll do better.
he looks around the room, very conspicuous.
I'm just glad.
It's almost certain that if somebody sees you walking
Knock
through,
something off
do
the table.
travelers come through this town very often? I would imagine no, because it is on the way anywhere.
So travelers do come through the town. It's a normal town. They just follow a different version of Erroneous' teachings.
Yeah,
It's probably more of like a pilgrimage spot.
It can be a pilgrimage spot.
What it was intended to be.
Yeah, but they do get some travelers. It's not like it's a crossroads town, but they do get
Sure.
some travelers. Because how else are you going to grow a town?
sure.
Do you know how to get in the catacombs below?
Do I know of any other entrances beyond the main one?
So as far as you are aware, the only entrance is through the front door. The catacombs, there's not really much in the way of catacombs. It's basically based below the temple itself, and it's not even that large. If this temple before it was restored wasn't large to begin with. I mean, the town didn't even exist beforehand. It was just a random temple in the middle of nowhere that the followers of Aronius wanted to restore. And here we are, 40 years later?
Something like that.
Sure, 40 years later.
RJ's gonna go.
So the only entrance is through the front door.
So what was Archie going to do?
RJ was gonna look over to Zagat and in your memory core, do you happen to know of how the dwarves would build a place like this, underground catacombs, anything of the sorts?
There
With your
isn't
history
much by
knowledge.
way of an
Build
underground
fresh catacombs. They
catacombs.
restore what's there. They're not much down there. That's where they found me.
But you were
But-
here, so do you know anything?
Are there normally guards stationed around that area?
With the Abishai there.
Would the Abishai, would they leave their posts for anything out of the irregular?
Not unless Conrad commands them to.
Would, say, several buildings catching on fire, would that cause him to send them?
I suppose that might turn the townsfolk into a frenzy,
How
but
does he control them?
I don't honestly know. It's something to do with the particular type of blood magic he practices. As far as I can tell.
Is he behind the blood mold?
Makes sense.
You know enough about the research that he conducts. The blood mold is part of his research.
Yes, that's him.
We should have killed him last
A
night.
shame. He will need to be purged.
Yep.
If we kill him, do the Abishai go away?
I don't know.
That's one way to find out.
At this point, they're so crazed from the blood mold, they may just retaliate.
They could try to eat each other if they're not being controlled. They're that crazed.
Does he
I'm
ever
not
leave
sure
the
I would
temple?
count on that, but it's possible.
That's actually a good
What?
point. Does he leave the temple?
Rarely. He is the main religious head figure here, so his business keeps him in the temple quite often.
He lives in the temple.
I imagine he does, yeah.
He is currently in the temple.
He does. Being the head priest and all.
I wonder if there's any broken windows or something we can get in through.
Considering it was recently, well, somewhat recently restored by the dwarves, and they do pretty good work. Not likely. It's not exactly a dilapidated temple.
We do have a giant metal person that can break windows.
Yeah, but they would hear that.
They would also see us walking through the front door.
Fair.
We can't disguise him. He pops out. And
I'm probably the one that looks closest to a normal traveler.
This is true.
But I probably look out of place because my clothes would not be the same.
What about me?
The two
He
of us-
says
the two
with
of us.
the huge chef hat.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody else walking around dressed the way that you are?
Yes. I mean, not since I left the island, but yes.
That's what I was getting at.
You're wearing cult attire.
That's not what I meant.
This is I mean, there are chefs who wear this when they cook. I just wear this normally because it's comfy.
That's fine, but it does stick out. It does make you quite identifiable.
I mean, he takes off the chef hat. It's not like I have to wear these.
I know. I'm just saying, if you asked about how you appear now, I was just critiquing.
how many Abishai are we looking at?
There's at least 2 I know of.
2 beyond the one that was dispatched last night.
Right.
Is this temple, everything that's renovated, do you know if it would be connected to any other buildings or anything like that?
It's not. It's a freestanding building.
It's probably not
The
sewer.
town was built around it.
Okay. And there's probably no sewage system or anything like a sewer or anything like
The
that.
town's not that big.
That big.
No,
So
they don't-
you pulled us here to help. What is your suggestion?
I assume you're here to rescue your friend.
Yes. And now to kill Conrad.
Fair enough.
Might as well.
Some people need to die.
Simply just to give you the information. I'm not sure what I would do. Because if you storm the main building, you're on a time limit before the townsfolk come out. Now, granted, they're not exactly a military force or anything, but
Well,
there are enough of them.
how hard can it be to murder one old man?
It's not the old man you have to worry about, although he has his own magics that he
it's
knows.
the fanatical followers.
But the Abishai is what you're going to have to contend with. And if you feel like you can take on the 2 Abishai, well then,
Well, we don't have to do that. All we have to do is rescue Felix. If we kill him and rescue Felix and just run away, I'm happy with that.
Birdie, you suggested setting some buildings on fire?
It's an idea.
I think
mean-
that's our safest bet to lure people away.
I just don't want to.
Well, unless one of us can turn themselves invisible.
If you
Walk
crush
right
his
through the front
windpipe,
door.
I don't think he's going to get up from that.
I have yet to hear a better idea than me going through the front door.
Fire a front door.
Is there any? Is this build? Is there? So there's no buildings around it close.
I mean-
It's the closest building is still going to be like 20 feet away.
Damn.
Yeah, like there's
yeah, because there's like roads.
it's surrounded. It is, for all intents and purposes, think of it like the town hall. They're putting space around it.
I was just making sure. I didn't know
Plus,
if we could
it's-
launch.
Plus, it's the center of the town, both literally and in terms of in religiously.
Okay. I was just gonna say go into a house next to it and then charge out the side and just go through the wall.
Well,
We have to.
I do have one other suggestion that would require sacrifice of one of us, probably. Well, if one of us are obviously bad and try to distract the Abishai and run away, the rest of us could sneak in and, kill the jerk.
Do you really want to sacrifice another one of your friends?
It's just an idea. I didn't say it was a good one.
Well, hold on. Friend is a strong word.
Are you volunteering?
I mean,
Zagat punches you.
I'm hurt.
Should we try and investigate and look around
So, like,
the
I
area?
don't think
So,
we
like,
have
just
much
a-
time.
Probably
so
not.
like just a soft, like
Yeah.
how on the shoulder.
Just a-
Okay.
I don't even think you even got it on. I
I,
think more
look at your arm,
elbow.
make sure it's not like dislocated or anything.
it's like
Just
I don't suppose they'd be willing to switch religions and then be
No.
led.
Could you distract the Abishai by chance, or do you
Can
not have that,
I distract them?
Do you not have that connection?
Well, I don't have a death wish, so no.
So no connection to the Abishai. Gotcha.
No, they're not mine. I don't even agree with Conrad.
so you brought us here to help, then have provided no information to help.
No, she's provided information. It's just
I have
the
provided
fact
the
that it's
information.
limited in helpfulness. Limited.
It's up to you what you want to do with it.
Very good. I leave.
Storm to get to
Do
tell
you
all
have-
this.
Do you have any people working with you at the moment? Could you yourself
1 minute.
capture?
So got
Say,
give me
could
1
you
minute, and then we go.
Would he believe
59
you
seconds.
captured some of us,
We have 59.
him
55.
not included, and you bring us in there to Conrad, and he charges in seconds after we go through it? the
It
Abishai
seems
follow
unlikely that
She'd
he would
prob-
expect me to bring in all of you by myself.
2 or 3 of us, if possible.
By myself?
I'm scrawny. She could probably have at least captured me. The rest
Maybe
of
one
can
of
come.
you, at best. If you looked roughed up.
I'll go.
Yeah, let's wrap up the cook.
I'm really skinny, and I look easily bullied.
In fact, that one of us could
Well,
attach
fair.
ourselves to the back of Zagat and just hop off as soon as he gets through the door.
Besides, I have ways of keeping myself alive, even when surrounded.
That's all I got. Or I was gonna burn the fucking town down.
So,
So distraction and breach.
I gotta see the place. Like I want to investigate the whole area.
We have time to investigate.
Okay, so we have a plan. Zagat's getting anxious. I told him a minute. It's been slightly over. Thank you for your patience,
We're at
Zagat.
30.
We have. So this is the plan, right?
I like to
Right.
imagine that Zagat has actually removed the door from the frame. Not broken it, just like
Disconnect.
needs to do something.
he's now sitting in the doorframe as the door. Somebody comes by and, like, knocks on him.
What?
Asher's like, I'm not home.
Head spins around.
Okay,
Lost.
so you've got me.
All right.
So what is the plan?
I think the idea is that they are going to rough him up
No.
so that, at least appearance-wise,
we got a little.
and then we'll take him in to get somebody inside as an
You need to rough
ambush.
me up.
I just
I
got
think you
mud.
just need to quote unquote tie my hands behind my back with my large sleeves, and I just not show it ever.
I think you could carry him.
I was just gonna push him down into the dirt, kick dirt on, take his hat.
Honestly, that might work.
I was actually gonna have you take his hat and just hold it. Actually, can you conceal the spoon, or would it be best if you concealed the spoon?
It's a spoon.
It can turn into things for you, though.
Who
Nobody-
the hell would
I didn't know
expect that? No one expects the spoon.
That's what I was. That's true.
They never expect the spoon.
Yeah. Let me keep that.
The spoon.
Well, if we're going to do this,
This is the way we gotta go now.
Oh God.
I look at Zagat.
Do you push him down
I'll
to the
take
dirt?
some dirt and just smush it on his face.
Thank you.
I won't kick you.
Give those to Zach.
We'll clean you up after. I just
I
start
don't
throwing
understand
dirt
how
onto
we
it.
get
I myself. The shadows like to eat the dirt.
Yeah. I will mess his clothes. I will mess up Oren's clothes to make it look like there was a tussle.
Make a
Deception.
I'm gonna cast guidance and try to help as much as I can.
me see your character.
Actually, that probably is good for
Is that
advantage.
an entry check something
Yeah, of course.
in general?
It's kind of hard to find stuff on here sometimes.
Make a
Here, roll one of these.
Well, I'm gonna cast guidance. Does somebody want to help him?
I'm helping him.
Okay. So you get it. So long as Zach is okay with it, a D4.
D4.
And
Well, that's
roll
if
with-
he is okay with it.
and roll
So
with advantage.
we are essentially trying to disguise him.
Yeah.
So I want you to do a performance check.
with advantage.
Does he get guidance from
Guidance and build it.
And then he said he was helping.
Roll the D20.
So is that advantage?
Yes.
Yes, so roll 2 of these. Roll 2, I'm at advantage. Alright.
Very good.
Now roll that. So we're gonna go with him as our high. So roll that. Okay, so 16.
Oh boy.
18,
So my question to you, Oren,
22.
perfect, is how authentic do you want to make this?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
How bad do you want us to rough you up?
Smack you
This
around a
is
little
an
bit.
important question.
Go ahead and punch me.
We let
It's
her
fine.
do it since she's the one bringing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna let her do it.
If I punch you, it won't leave a mark.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Well, then would that?
And then I
Right.
will literally wink at Trinic and just be like, you do it. Like, go for it. Like, I'll pretend to do it, and then I'll just let Trinic hit him.
Brennick, make an attack roll, please.
A stealth attack.
Yeah. This is, you know,
You can withhold,
you can withhold
sneak attack damage.
Yeah, you withhold.
We're not trying to kill Oren.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, also-
it seems likely now.
Also, you know, open
Advantage
hand.
minimal,
You can
you
open
cannot-
hand.
If it's an unarmed, if I'm punching him, I rolled a 15, so I have a +3.
Oh,
Okay,
you,
that's
you
fine.
hit me.
So all you do, it's literally just your strength modifier as damage.
How much is that?
Sorry, I don't know. How much is your strength modifier, Mike?
+1.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage, and you get a little bit of blood, which is all you were really going for, trying to get some blood onto your coat.
He doesn't cry.
Do you tear up a little bit though? Just
A little
like
bit, just a little
And
bit.
with the blood, like, as it's streaming, like,
Actually-
I'll try and, like, mess it up, like, onto his face, make it look
No,
like
he
it's-
rolled high enough. He's not even
With the
tearing up.
22 performance and all that, I want to, like, put the blood
Very
around,
good.
make it look like he's been hurt more with the bloodstream coming down.
sure.
So, sounds
So- and you do have 1 point of damage on.
He is going to do prestidigitation to make it look like he's crying, though.
That's fine. That's fine.
Spells.
Brilliant.
Actually, you should probably singe your clothes a little.
Well, I can do that.
I've already started doing it.
Oh, and minor illusion to make it look like his hands are tied behind his back.
Okay, you can. We'll get to that in a moment then. Minor illusion. How long does that last? I think it lasts for a while. I just want.
I think it's like an hour, but
Okay,
I'll double check for
that's
you.
fine. Then I'd say wait maybe just a little bit for that. And in terms of singeing his clothes, how would you like to go about that?
Well, I didn't want to
Actually, I
cast
did more reading
Firebolt
it,
at him, but
Oh,
apparently everybody else does.
Oh, no, you
Wait,
have
wait,
probably a
wait.
candle in the room, right?
Yeah,
No,
actually.
We'll just take little
I
bits.
rolled too high for one to take all of his clothes off, but he does take like the outer layer off.
Can your cloak repair itself?
No.
Oh.
Oh, my Cloak of Shadows can, but that's
So if we burnt it, it would be able to repair itself.
the Cloak of Shadows?
Yes.
It pretty
It
much
disappears and appears as I want it to.
It won't work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
This
But
is
you,
all sounding overly complicated.
I'll just take a candle and I'll just start like
Yeah,
singeing
see?
things a
Maybe is
bit.
it bad? I preferred your plan just in general.
Yeah.
I was no part to it, but
ooh, it lasts 1 minute.
So yeah,
So
don't
wait.
cast
Yeah.
that until we get
Cool.
home. So yeah, then we'll
wait
go.
until you get past Abishai.
As we're walking out, I look at you, Zagat, and I go, if this goes belly up, what do you want to do? Are you going straight for...
Conrad needs to die.
We're going straight for Conrad then.
I think he's gonna
Do you
rush.
want me to go
He's
straight
gonna
for
One
rush
of
the
you,
door.
some of you are going to have to try to distract the Abishai long enough to make that happen. Although Conrad isn't completely helpless without them.
So
I reach
if I'm-
into my bag, I pull out a wineskin,
If
and I
I'm
go,
surrounded,
do you think the road...
do not be within 10 feet of me or you'll be eaten.
Eaten.
Yes. The cloak gets
I
hungry.
had heard,
He eats people. It's a thing.
The cloak eats people.
so he admits. No, I'm just kidding.
The cloak eats
I did not say
people.
that out.
I
No,
know.
okay.
Zagat, do you want me to go help you with Conrad, or do you want me to go straight for Felix?
He tosses you Felix's arm. Go for Felix.
Go for Felix.
Oh, that's morbid.
Oh,
I would like you to make
Uh,
a Constitution saving throw for me.
I've
Oh.
seen stuff like this before.
Asher
Or
cringes
is it
viscerally.
decay right now? Oh,
And,
When-
I know
on-
Felix has the healing potions, right? Do I know this?
Constitution.
Or
Yes.
did you steal them?
Okay, you're fine. It
I
was
have
more
to-
like
did I give them to you?
Yes.
Gotcha.
because getting an arm thrown at you, no matter who you are, is weird.
Thanks for the hand.
Asher cringes viscerally. Like,
Might take 4 points of damage. You're a bad influence. That's why you take.
Oh shit.
Do not damage your party right before
He's
the
not
fight.
taking any damage. He's not taking any damage.
I go. I remind you, Felix has 2 healing potions with them.
no, he doesn't.
Who has them?
I pull them out and hand them to you.
Take off.
I pull my blade out again and I point it right at you and I go, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'm just a friend.
So we didn't get to this on the march. I think Zagat on the way. I don't know. Because he wouldn't be able to do that. No, never mind.
Brody, I would share the extra one with.
Okay, so,
Well,
I
we are
will give
running.
you 1 of mine.
okay,
Felix.
so
For
what's
Felix,
the
I
plan?
need to pump it into him.
What are you doing with the arm, by the way?
I no
Just
idea.
throws it over his shoulder.
Round the.
Because, like, depending on what he's doing, I might just, like,
I guess
Get
I'm just
set,
still
like,
holding it 'cause I
legitimately.
don't know.
I will give you a piece of
layout
leather to
the
wrap it
tent,
in.
Thank
I
you.
assume it's big double doors and then long hallway cubes.
I sheathed
and-
it.
Yeah, it is.
No, joking.
How roughly bit long is that distance from the front doors to?
D&D plans. 1 hour planning for it to
The-
immediately go wrong, and us to
It's
improvise the rest of the way.
40 by 30.
That's how it
40,
works.
so 40,
Wide, 40 long.
40 long. So front door, long.
Got it.
Zach, with medical knowledge, would I know
And
if I
are
would be
there-
able to put the arm back on?
You heal it on.
Yeah, you're gonna heal it on.
You attach and heal.
Okay.
Fix it.
And then you
Put in 6 hours. That's
So
all I
you would also know enough that it's not going to be an immediate, like,
Doesn't that
it
require
takes and then it works.
rejuvenation or
It's going to take
minute.
several days.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Like,
So
you
don't
did-
make that the first
No,
priority.
not revive.
No,
that
that is not the priority.
Gotcha. That's what I needed to know.
It's just in a way that's kind of like what
If
we're
you-
looking at, church-wise.
Roughly. And so if you have you watched Critical Role, the first season?
as long as it's not.
No, I watched the mission.
Okay, so the best way I can describe
Did you guys
how
wrap
it would
it?
occur is
Wait, what if-
the rogue stepped in lava. Their foot was so badly damaged that it took weeks for them to heal it.
Gotcha.
So, let's go.
I need Felix to be able to run away. Heal him enough for that?
Felix will not be probably in much condition to do much of anything, regardless of healing.
That's what I'm here.
Are we? If we need to purge him, obviously I understand that. But if we have to run, will you run?
If you can get Felix, get him out.
I can. I have enough strength. I can actually sling him over my shoulder. Them over my shoulders. So I would gladly do that.
What we're asking is, we like you as a friend, and if we can save our other friend, come back later to purge properly with enough people, that's what we'd like to do.
If you can get him out.
Will you be behind us?
I will cover your backs.
All right. If that's what you
I'm
wish.
gonna hand Zagat my, not the healing pot for Felix, but my personal healing pot in case I'm the one that has to take Felix out. So you should have to.
Regular.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're rushing the door.
And I never got a chance back at the with my mom. I never got a chance to upgrade my code or anything like that for armor protection. Correct? Because we left. I never. got
At
around
this
to it.
point, we should have done it at the beginning of the session, so we
Yeah.
were saying that.
Okay. Cool. I will.
You kind of said, well, to your parents, we're going to have to talk later. I did.
Yeah.
We have to peace out.
I will remove the coat, stuff it into my satchel bag, and sling the. I will tighten the satchel bag up around to my back and walk with them.
Back to how the temple is laid out. Are there windows along the sides or on the back? Are there small wings of building off to the side?
It is as basic
If it's
of temple
So
as
it's
possible.
just like a cathedral kind of
This.
setup.
Yeah.
you just
Think of it like your standard schoolhouse building, like your old time schoolhouse building. It's you walk in, that's it. There is some other things as well. There is a basement, as you know.
Okay.
But it's as basic as you can possibly get for a
How high up are the windows off the ground?
not that high. Like it, you could very easily step into it, or for
Okay,
you,
so it's like a foot off the ground, something like that.
maybe a couple feet.
Couple feet.
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And there's 2 windows on each
As long as
side.
there's more than less than 7.
Okay.
Where are the windows placed? Are they like halfway down? Are they closer to the?
So it is looking at the temple. There would be temples like not temple. There would be windows right on the side next to each door, but around the sides as well. They're about, I'd say, roughly 10 feet space. There are 2 sets of windows. So, set of windows, 10 feet. Set of windows, 10 feet, nothing. So 2 windows on each side.
All right, so you're taking him in through the front door.
That's what.
Do you want to rush the front door? I can try and crash the window. Or...
I think if you guys are going in the front door, Sagat's going to go towards one of the windows on the sides and try to get in through the window to cut the distance he has to cover. Because it's 40 feet from the entrance to the thing, so if he's all the way at the end, I won't reach him in the first round.
Sure. So, but there's windows on each side of it. Do
Yes.
you want to go in one side and I'll go on the other side to it?
Can you
I
bust
get at
through
least
the window?
certainly try.
If you want, I can go with you. You crack that window.
I
I'd
said
roll
reach
through
out.
that window.
Yeah, whatever, and think everyone else follows me through the
I
window.
will.
Yes.
Do
Okay, that
should I
works.
Hex. Why is it wrong?
Continue, same plan as before.
The Abershai, or hex the person controlling them.
I think we got to kill Conrad
All right.
as quick as possible.
I will. Maybe I should hexblade curse him to get the advantage on him, like for myself. Take him down, and then we focus on the Abershai if they're still there.
Yeah.
Take him
Alright.
out first. All right.
Alright.
Top priority. Cool.
Top priority.
I'm gonna follow in through the
Yeah.
window with you.
So can you? The window. How tall?
It's not high off the ground. It's a
Okay,
couple
because if you just crack it, we literally.
I'm going to be able to jump through
You're
it.
strong enough. We could literally climb up on you, just go through as you go like this, and we just off your shoulders thing.
You're not listening to me. I'm going to jump through
Oh.
the window.
My bad. I'll follow right behind you.
So, we have a plan?
I was trying to swap this.
We will try to get to the basement.
All right. Let's
Is-
go before you get sacrificed or something.
Is the interior made of wood?
Give me 1 moment. Just so I can get better
Is
visual.
this temple made out of stone or wood or both?
No, it's dwarven mist.
Stone outsides, wooden interior floor.
Flammable.
I repeat that to you.
Okay. Do you want me to? I mean, we could start a fire in between us and the demon and the Abershai. Maybe. I'm just trying to think of anything defense-wise as well.
Fire in a building we have to be in is generally a bad idea.
You're creating
Especially with all the
ventilation.
stone, you'll turn it
I'm
into an
infernal. I'm okay.
oven.
It's gonna look like
Resistance.
just because I don't have any other.
That's true.
How are you going to breathe?
By the way, I lagged. Flip it around how I had it in my head.
Okay.
Um,
How big are these windows then? Are they
I
this
would say
size?
they are, let's say, roughly this size. This is the front door. This is
So
more the back.
Zagat's gonna be crawling through the window.
Yeah, then that changes how we go. Because if it's 30 wide, I can get there in the first round. So I'll go through the front door then.
Okay, so let me
What
just
the
so check and
back?
see what we're looking at.
Yeah, does this have a back
He
door?
did say
then?
there's a back. He said that's the front. This is the
No,
back.
this goes into a rear story.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you said that was the back door.
There we go.
I was like, damn. I could go through the window.
So the
Yeah,
door
we
on the
could.
right is the one that goes to the basement.
That small door is what goes into the basement. The door straight back is what goes into Conrad's private quarters.
Okay, I explained that.
Good overlap.
Yes, now this isn't super relevant. Just to note that there's a room back there.
Ooh, so
No,
do
but
I know
it's-
where Felix
no,
is
no.
being kept? Is
No.
is Felix in the basement?
You don't know.
Where do I hear the screaming coming from?
Roughly this door.
Okay. Felix is not in the basement.
So you've been in.
Most likely.
So you've been.
Yes, I have.
All right. Okay.
Reach into the back room.
Then I follow.
Is there
the-
anyone that'll be in this room? Will the Abishai be there waiting for us?
I'm not sure where he'll have them. They tend to roam depending upon whatever task he's set them upon.
So bust down the door.
So you need to be joining on stop.
I have the ranged heal.
Okay. Don't waste it though.
So, are we going?
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
going on?
So what is the plan? Are you going through the front door? And just want us to follow
You two
behind you?
continue through the front door. We need to see, before you go in, let's check the windows and see if the Abishai are in that room.
So,
Yeah, I should probably sneak and check one of the windows.
yeah, you pick your side if wherever you want to go.
We're not starting anything
Hey,
yet.
Yeah, I know.
buddy.
Just reconning.
Yeah, over there.
Do you want me to? I think I might have a higher dex than you. Do you want me to
Are there
For sneaky purposes, do
Abishai
you
by
want me
these
to go?
front doors?
Or
Yeah, if
road?
you want to poke
Looking
in.
at the front, looking at the front door, there
Actually,
does not appear to
probably
be
better
any
do
guards.
Yeah.
What's that?
You need
Uh,
to sneak and
Get
look.
to the window and see if you can see anything in the
Yeah, that's.
main room.
I was planning on
Okay,
sneaking
cool.
up to the
You
window.
want to be
and try-
over here or over here?
whichever way I can sneak, not being seen by the. You said there's Abishai guarding the front door.
No,
There's not. Well, just that window.
That'd be a little
I'll
bleak.
put you over there with him.
that would be very blatant.
All right, well, then I'm gonna sneak.
Welcome to the Demon Church.
Hey, how about you and your character? Where's he going to be? Side by him?
I'm probably gonna be sticking by Zagat's side.
I don't know. Is there a god that would be like the show of power? Look, I have tamed demons.
The demon
Yeah,
gods.
the demons, yeah.
Oh, I meant like
Asmodeus.
non-demon devils.
Anywho,
Probably not. Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm sneaking up to the window. I'm assuming I'm doing that first before. Well, actually, there's nobody at the front door. I'm gonna sneak up to the window and look inside, see what I can see.
All right.
Okay. Which window?
I'm over there.
Perfect. You look inside. For the most part, and because I don't have the actual minis for it, there are some fairly basic pews inside. There's an altar about right here. But for all intents and purposes, they can be easily tossed aside. They're nothing like very fine bread, heavy stuff. It's fairly basic items. I wouldn't even count it as like rough terrain if you were to run over it. Just
they're made of balsa wood.
Do I see any?
old stuff for me? Yeah, that's old.
balsa
I was
wood?
gonna rip that and make
It's
Do,
it's
do I
IKEA
see
furniture.
any? Do I see anybody in the church? Any Abishai? Any?
You do see
People or
Abishai. Right here.
Oh,
Just wandering around.
Now they're colored.
I mean, they're not much, but yeah, there's some color. Now I know how difficult that can be.
But yeah, is he just wandering around? Is he
It's just like sitting, more just like sitting there in a, think of like the Harry Potter or Sorcerer's Stone pawn position, just like waiting.
so he's waiting for someone to come in, maybe.
It looks like a very casual guard position.
Okay, so he's just kind of
We can
hanging
go
out.
back to the original plan.
what's the original plan? Bust right through.
Yeah, the original plan.
Okay,
Is it-
I'm okay with that. Do you want me to
Well,
blow that spell?
So I got punched for nothing?
No, we can still use it.
not nothing, but
Should
learning
have
it.
listened to me to begin with.
I can probably still get him past the Abishai
Just
and
an
into some
FYI, before
Conrad
you guys do
eventually.
anything, I'm counting that at prep time.
Yeah, but that doesn't
prep
help
time
us
is you guys were talking as
saving
a short
Felix
rest.
getting to them.
So you have anything that needed to be reset with a short rest, or if you wanted to use hit die.
do I lose my level of exhaustion?
That takes a long rest to get rid of.
Did I get?
How long has it been since we started that entire conversation?
I'd say roughly you're in there about an hour.
Darn.
During
I
that
would-
time, could I have attuned to Felix's hammer?
Would you want to?
I'll take any advantage I can get.
Any advantage?
So-
Assuming it is an advantage.
To answer your question, yes, you could.
That's not a good idea.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you attempt to attune to it.
Why?
And typically attunements, even if they're about
Plus
someone
one,
else,
I
can
get
fall.
everything I can get.
Yeah.
Typically attunements you can just like take attunements away from someone else by reattuning it to someone. This one is not attuning to you.
Because it's already attuned to Felix.
Not because it's attuned to Felix. It feels like it's attuned in a different way.
Ah, okay.
Not like it's
So you
soul
got
backwards. Yeah. More
It
than
might be
anything
like a
else.
bloodline thing.
It could be.
Gotcha.
And you were definitely not.
Never mind.
You were definitely not a no.
How solid is that window?
Yeah.
Is that one that I can
Is it
break, or
still
do
a
I?
plus one if I wield it though? Because I don't need if there's
I don't believe so.
I don't. You don't have to attune to plus one weapons.
Correct, but this one, because of how I made it,
Okay.
it did require.
Sure, fair enough.
Wilford comes back to us. You're hitting people with that? That's a staff, not a hammer.
Push.
What do you think you're doing? Parasol floats away.
I can't believe you couldn't figure out how to use this thing. It's not a hammer.
Morons.
It's an umbrella. It's literally Mary Poppins out of
I'm
it.
curious if that Abishai would react if, like, say, a window got blown out by like.
Yes,
Just-
it would.
It basically you come in. Obviously, it'll react, but it won't do anything because of you.
Does the front door?
But if that window say if this window blows out, he would probably turn and maybe check it. Would that give?
I still
somebody
think
an
that I
advantage
should
to
try and
tackle?
take him in and try and get into Conrad's quarters to try and get to Felix.
Anyway.
Well,
so
I didn't know
that-
if they. Oh, so we're not gonna try the.
And then Zagat becomes the
Yeah, that's what I'm
distraction
saying.
for the
I don't think
Abishai.
I don't think that plan's going to help at all.
All right. then I'm okay
I
with
think
that.
that plan only works if both Abishai and he are in the room.
Okay.
If
All right.
if it's just one Abishai, then we just got to try
How
to take
strong
it out
are
as quick
you?
as we can.
Not very.
Same.
Noodle arms. But I've got an idea for how I can make sure it can't see us.
That's not what I was getting at, but
I understand that. I was just trying to be positive.
I figured maybe one of us could carry Felix out.
Can you cast invisibility?
Oh.
No, but I can make a box over its head.
Oh, I didn't know if you could make the rogue invisible.
No.
Great.
You can make us all.
That's so helpful.
I have not been given
We
that.
are level
I know.
3.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
He said the thing. We are somehow still
I know.
level 3. Defeated a Myconite invasion.
Yeah.
We destroyed another 2 Abishai.
Hey, that was pre-COVID
And
too.
the undead thing under the ground. Still have not made it to level 4. Yeah.
We've been
yeah.
level 3 for how many years now?
Forever.
For like 2 years.
Forever. For 6 sessions.
Correct.
Turns out the actual name of this
sure.
campaign is They Are Level 3.
He's not bitter. At
Not
all.
bitter at all.
Do you miss my campaign?
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'm tired of low-level campaigns.
All right. So I'm going to lead him through the door.
No, stop.
I think a distraction.
We have given up on that plan. That plan is not.
I was going to just try and get in here before the Abishai.
Okay, so now
reacts.
you're trapped with him behind an Abishai in a room with potentially.
Yes, and then
another
you
Abishai.
bust into the Abishai, and Abishai shows up, and it's like, oh my god, distracted by you. Well, we try and get Felix out.
I'm bored.
No,
What's this Kool-Aid
this
man?
entire
Yeah, I'm
thing
Kool-Aid.
was dependent
Yellow.
on
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
not
Okay.
being there.
Yeah, that plan's not gonna work.
if he busts
So
you
from
up,
the sounds of it, Zagat's patience has now worn to 0,
Yes.
and they are now going assault mode.
Yeah.
Same. When
YOLO.
I'm going to prep an action for as soon as he does that.
Open, right?
It does open.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pop it open.
Minor illusion, a box over that thing's head.
Yay!
So we're going Leroy Jenkins on this.
Yeah. I'll be right behind him,
Same.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast.
Everyone-
I'm gonna cast a.
Before
Eldritch
we,
Blast soon.
I know he's busting in. Are these the positions you all are going to be
No,
in?
I'm going in behind him.
I'm gonna be.
After realizing that, no, we're
I'm
the plan.
After
has changed.
seeing everybody line up to get into the door, yes,
Yep.
my position is exactly where I want to be.
I'm gonna go in right after him because I can take some hits, and I'm gonna try and. Do you want to be right next to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, whoever rolls, you go through first. Or
Well,
I
I'm
do.
going in and I'm spreading it. We need
Yeah.
to go in and
I know.
spread out,
We're gonna surround this guy and just Rochambeau him.
pretty much.
How tall is the Abishai? I know you said they're big, but it is
so
not large.
for all intents and purposes, they are about 10 feet tall. 10 feet tall at the head. So
That is definitely a large creature.
I'm not arguing with that one bit. I
launch yourself
believe
off the
these
cube.
things should be large creatures. They are so huge, but they aren't.
But the stat, so they're the biggest they can be and still be medium.
I would say there's probably. As
So
you said,
if you want
there's
me-
already-
I'm the biggest you can be and still be me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why.
Foot tall is the cutoff.
That's why.
Oh, is it?
That's why I'm
Anything over
surprised
8
at
feet
this.
tall.
It should be a large creature.
You're the DM. Make the decision.
I mean, it's still a medium creature. I'm
All right,
not
let's
arguing
do
with
this.
that. It's still a medium creature.
Roll a die.
Very well.
Okay.
Just because I believe it, I'm still going to stick with the stat line.
So you're gonna knock first or just
Ah,
YOLO?
My knocking is
Because all
me
of that- it
barreling
doesn't
through the door.
change
I'm
anything
literally
other than
Kool-Aid Man.
you guys
entering
take
this
more
door.
damage.
Let's do this.
Were you gonna hex
Okay.
the Abishai? Before we
Hex.
So you're kicking in.
Yeah.
You're hexing.
Yes.
I'm actually
sorry.
not hexing
I'm
yet.
hexing it.
I'm using minor
Yeah,
illusion
not
first.
prepared.
Yeah, so maybe hex the next Abishai.
Makes me feel better about not being prepared
Uh,
myself.
I was.
Do you think you might let me hex first? Okay.
This is the surprise one.
I was.
Cool. You're busting through and you're in mid jump. I'm hexing him.
Yeah.
So
I was going to
X-Blade
minor
curse or
illusion first
hex?
because we only
Hex.
see the one.
I'm
hold on.
gonna try and do disadvantage
So
on
I feel like minor
for
illusion
the.
So
is just
First,
good.
right?
you're going
Yes.
straight for the Abishai. You're
Yes.
busting in
Yes.
and going straight for him. I'm gonna probably.
And I'm gonna
spread out.
hold action like cantrip
Excited.
in case he casts the shadow.
Woohoo!
What?
I literally just had it.
Just because we can't see doesn't mean he can.
Hexblade's curse is gonna be going on the other guy. That when we get down there.
This is the middle of the day, so
While
that-
we're
can
while I'm
move
standing
hex as a
outside,
bonus action
Zach,
when you kill
Oh yeah,
target
hold up to
creatures
an
down.
hour. Yeah.
I want to try and.
Well,
what's
that's
the
only
what are the
if you
roads
can
made
see
out of? Are
another
they
person.
dirt or are they
Oh
like?
yeah.
Cobblestone.
That's why
I want to collect a few like
I have a feeling one of
Move it
them's
over
gonna
to
come in
you,
before we can
and then just move it off that.
a few like
no,
little
you have to
rocks
kill me.
Sure.
if you do that.
about the size of like a D20 or
Yeah, so
You know
I would
what I
say
mean?
hold it.
So small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not
Everyone
put it
roll
on.
for initiative, please, while I am searching for my hex tag that I
Woo!
literally just
We get a surprise round.
And again, this is the middle of the day, so we're all gonna
Surprised
be able-
condition, not surprised round. But I think I can count it as a surprised condition.
Not great.
Would I be able to
Not
hold
good,
a
Steph.
like cantrip before we start
I'm behind you.
in case they cast the shadow?
Hey
You
guys,
can, yeah.
Okay, I want to do that.
22.
Remember, light is a touch spell, so you have to be able to touch whatever you're lighting up.
So at the very least,
Hurl
We'll
something.
point out when I minor illusion to Navi.
Why do you think I picked up the rocks?
Didn't really
Yeah,
stop.
throw those.
oh, it didn't.
No,
I thought it gave
just attacked
disadvantage.
it does, but it just attacked wild.
Do you think I should hex? Strength or dex?
Dex.
Okay.
Okay, so let me roll for the Abishai. Perfect. 25 to 20.
22.
21.
Perfect. All right, RJ. 20 to 15.
16.
I got a 15.
Okay. 15 to 10.
You got my-
Actually, Dan, what did you get?
I got 6.
And you
7.
Okay.
All right. Which is why we should be getting the surprise round.
Yeah.
That is
So the surprise round.
bullshit. We bust in and it gets
No,
to
see-
go before us.
No. Yeah, you get the surprise. It's not a round. It's a condition.
Gotcha.
You guys get the surprise condition. So for all intents and purposes, yes, you're still getting a surprise round.
Oh, I see.
They D&D 5e decided to redo that.
It
So-
rebranded.
It rebranded it, so if for some reason you couldn't be surprised, you're immune to the surprise condition. And then Sigas, and this guy is right here. I have a brain fart. I could not remember how to spell Abishai for a moment. All right, we're good now. So
Just put demon.
it's the devil.
Whatever.
Orin, you're right behind Zagat. You see the Abishai. You are top of the initiative.
So, I'm guessing
The Abishai
5.
looks surprised.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Choosing dexterity.
Okay, so we have 2 hexes on that. Took me so long to find the first hex.
Sorry.
All right, that's okay. That's fine. It has hex on. Hex on
Who
it.
cast the first hex?
Me.
Dan.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm
then,
thinking strength.
wait, does
I'm still listening.
that mean I also got the minor illusion off on its head? Or no?
You could do both.
Yeah,
Dex
you
is
can
a
do.
bonus action.
Yeah, you were trying to. I was stating that you were doing that as the door burst open.
Right, and
So
now
I'm
I'm
not counting that towards the initiative.
Gotcha.
Okay, so newbie question. What is it? So when he's double hexed, what does that?
Nothing for you.
Okay.
No, it
So
has.
essentially, if it makes any skill checks that require strength or dexterity, it rolls at disadvantage.
Okay.
Let's cantrip this. Eldritch Blast. So that is
Eldritch Splooge.
16?
16 hits.
Yay! So that's 1d6 necrotic, I believe.
26.
1d6.
1d6. How about this? Say, what the hell did
1d.
you ate your Wheaties today?
He's the DM now.
Are you gonna
Pure
update the
straight
initiative
brain.
order?
I did
I'm not
400
gonna
radiant
bother
damage.
that anymore.
That's right.
I'm probably going to find
Pretty
a way
sure.
to remove
Does
it
that make
because
you happy
while
to
it
see
was
it?
fun at first, I
It's a
can't-
lot of stuff to do.
I can't keep track of it.
I did deal 19 damage, though.
Very good.
Boom, boom, boom.
6 of that necrotic, the rest force. If that matters.
It always matters.
I rolled 1 below max.
Perfect. That's awesome.
So that was your bonus. That was your move. That was your action.
So that's all I've got other than carrying in the corner with a spoon.
You could use a free action and just go poof, bigger spoon, if you want to.
I'll save that for when it might actually matter.
Okay.
Shield.
Surprise spoon into the face?
RJ,
That's
you are
at
up.
least one advantage.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is,
It doesn't do any damage. Just goes boop.
so I'm assuming we're all
It-
5 feet without the door.
Boom. You basically just throw a wooden spoon
sorry,
at him.
I'm
and
assuming
bounce
we're all
off and
5
hits the
feet,
floor.
like right here in front of the door.
You are all not like in a 5-foot cuddle puddle. So
If he
So
actually
I'd be-
busts through, is he
you would
closer?
be that far. You would be 10 feet behind.
I'm within 5 feet. I'm inside 5 feet of the door.
You would have to
Oh,
get
okay.
through
I thought you were
2
closer.
people,
So 5, 10, 15 to get inside.
roughly. Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. I can't touch them. Dang it.
Get to the side. You do not want to have.
If I can give you,
I was-
if I can give you some advice regarding light, you don't have to touch the demon. You just have to touch yourself.
You have to touch
You just
whatever you're
roll
lighting
and
up.
cast it.
Oh my.
Hey,
And then
Cast it.
just light
You
it
have
lights
armor
wherever
on,
I
right?
want to be. Yeah.
Yes.
Or do I become the light?
You become
Whatever
the
you
light.
touch.
become
So if you
fine,
touch
you'll
your
still be
chest
able
plate,
to
your
see.
chest plate
Does-
now emanates the light.
But here's the thing: does that still dispel?
So, darkness and light. If light is active, darkness cancels it. If darkness is active, light cancels
So it would negate my light, but it would still cancel out.
it. Darkness takes priority in that case. It dispels it.
You have to
darkness
wait
now
until
becomes-
after the
Save it.
darkness is
Hold
there.
it.
Hold
it's heads.
action, got it.
So I'm gonna go in. So that's 15.
Light's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna get right next to Orin. I'm actually going to.
Sanctuary on myself, and then I'm gonna hold action light.
Hold action light with the trigger being darkness.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sanctuary.
Alrighty.
Sanctuary.
That means next up is going to be Trinic.
I'm gonna go in. I'm actually going on the other side. And I'm gonna sneak around the pews as far as basically hugging the wall, but as close as I can get with
Sorry,
with
you're
a
good.
30 foot. I've got 30 feet of movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Or got you.
And then,
Logan got you exactly where you need to be.
You roll and sneak.
What's that?
You.
Can't see.
Oh,
He's
duh,
minor
because the
illusion.
darkness. That's right. Yes.
No,
Okay.
he's minor illusion.
Oh, that's right.
He's
Okay.
got a box on his head.
That's right. Never mind. That's awesome. Cool beans.
Roll
Has to
a
take an
stealth
action
check for me,
to
just because
determine
I'm assuming that's how you kind of went into the turn. Roll with advantage.
I
by
hope
the
the
way.
other Abishai comes in when that thing dies. Just so we
It would
can.
be advantageous.
It's not gonna happen, you know. that.
12.
I'm sure. You
Okay.
can get it within a round.
We just hear Zagat just go, seriously?
You tripped over the last pew.
What's that?
I'm saying you tripped over the last pew, just for fun.
I was just.
You don't know. You don't know.
Did I get noticed?
You don't know. Okay. You don't know until something happens.
I'm gonna get some.
Also, its head is covered in a box, so you can't really tell if it's looking at you or not. But of course, you know you did your best.
But that was my question earlier: is what time of day is this happening?
It is
This
just
damage
after
hits.
sunrise.
Okay, so it's. I would be able to see.
Yes.
Okay.
You do have sight. I know every single combat.
I know.
You've been blind. You're not
you
blind.
do
this time.
everything in the darkness.
You're just exhausted.
Do everything in the shadows, but
The shadow. Anyway, Asher, you are up.
Um,
And Mike gets in trouble for saying the shadow. This is bullshit.
it's all right.
I'm going to move over here, right? I should be able to.
yeah. That's plenty of movement.
Sure. Okay. And then I want to do. You have it on here as Frostbite, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be Ray of Frost.
I think Frostbite's an actual spell.
It is, but I think it's a leveled spell in cantrip, and the cantrip is Ray of Frost,
Let me see real quick.
because I'm not seeing.
Evocation cantrip.
For,
You cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range.
oh, so it's not
the
in
target
the.
must make a
handbook.
Constitution saving
No,
throw.
That's-
it's an EE, page 156.
Oh, got it.
On a-
So, elemental, evil
Sword.
elements, or something like that.
Yeah, elemental
There you
evil.
go.
Eldritch is going to have to roll.
That's what I wanted.
And sword. So,
Because it has a special effect, and I was trying to figure out what it is. Disadvantage on the weapon attack roll. That is what I want to do. I'm going to use Frostbite on the thing. It is a con save, DC 13.
Yes.
Thank you.
That is a failure.
Holy crap. It now has disadvantage on its next attack roll, weapon attack roll.
And you roll.
And then it does, what is it, 1d6?
I think it's just 1d6.
2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. Got it.
I mean,
it's great. Yeah, I love it. I'm not making fun. It's just funny.
Is there an exclamation point above him? So
And
I
I'm
can see it?
putting this on it to mark the
No, it's just a box.
Frostbite.
frostbite.
Never seen that many effects done on an enemy or anybody. I love it.
We can do more. We can do more effects to it.
Next up, it would be the Abishai. The Abishai is
Probably pissed off.
still
Surprised.
in its surprised condition. The gods, you were up.
All right.
So as of now, surprise condition is off. It's the god's turn now.
Shenanigans are about to happen.
That's fine.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. That puts me within 10 feet. I have a natural high jump of 7 feet. I would like
What?
to roll an athletics check to increase that to 10 feet, so that I could jump high enough to go fully above the Abishai, and then drop down on top of it.
Okay.
So, they don't have rules for falling on creatures in the player's handbook, but they amended it in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. If I get above him, if I can roll high enough to get a 10 foot so I can get above it, it has to roll a DC 15 acrobatics check to avoid me landing on it and splitting the falling damage of 10 feet.
So trying to split a d6.
Splitting a d6, and it gets knocked prone if it fails.
Okay, so you're more trying to get the prone effect more than anything else.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it has disadvantage.
So I will set jumping that high for you. I would say the DC is going to be 10.
It already has
It's a fairly
disadvantage on
easy
weapons
D6.
checks.
You can roll level 4. That is an 8. Perfect.
Okay, so you do jump.
Boosters kick off, and he's going to drop. So you need a 15 acrobatics check, and you are at disadvantage.
On your dash.
Yeah.
Good hex.
Good call. That is a failure.
Good. So we split
God.
1 damage each, and you are knocked prone.
That's another thing.
This is a got.
Do I have? I don't think I have a prone.
It's tipsy.
Are you prone as well?
I am on top of you. I need to roll another acrobatics check to see if I fall from it.
Yeah.
That is also DC
Yeah.
15.
So you just Mario Brothers this
I
dude.
rolled a 17.
Perfect.
Which is good because I have +0 to acrobatics. So I'm just standing over this Abishai.
You're standing.
I'm going to
like, on its
drop
wrist.
the hammer and use my action to grapple and pin him. So you have to beat me in a contested acrobatics or athletics check, which you have dexterity, which you have disadvantage.
You're making it easy for all of you.
All right.
Hits the hexes.
Yeah.
Mine is advantage, you say?
Yes, sir.
And the DC was what?
Uh,
No, it's contested.
It's contested. What did you roll?
16.
20.
Perfect.
So you are grappled, prone, pinned, cannot move, cannot fly,
Do I have
Double
cannot
hex.
cast,
Double hex.
hex, and you have a box on your head, so you're not
Oh my
really sure what
God!
You just Mario.
Yeah, so he jumps straight in the air. His little boosters that normally like push him forward give him the extra boost to get above it, and he just pile drives his feet down on this thing's head.
So
And then he just
I
grabs it by both hands and shoves it into his chest and holds it there.
And the funny
Do we
thing
hear like
is,
the Gooba stomping sound when
Yeah.
you land on him?
we can do this one more time, everyone. We can do this
I got
one
one
more
more time
time.
I don't think I have a grappled ring, but
You know
whatever.
what? Just take
For
all the
me,
rings
it's your
to
turn.
try.
For me, it's your turn.
All right.
Just all the rings.
You have a ring that says
Grappled.
yeah. More effects. More effects. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Amen.
Ah, man. I love it.
I feel like we need to
That's
move this so that they can
incredible.
see better.
So I'm going to move in to here.
So definitely don't touch the camera because it's
Wobbling.
it is exactly where it needs to be. If we move it at all, it's going to be out of frame for everything.
Fair.
Pound grappled and 2 hexes.
Jeez.
And elemental.
And we're still in the
And
first.
it has a box on its head.
We're still in the first round.
And a Warforged.
I'm going to go for
Are
Eldritch
you proud of
Blast.
yourself?
Yes.
Seriously.
That worked exactly how I wanted
It's
it.
it's prone at ranged.
Oh, but am I not? I'm back further enough.
It is a ranged attack.
Yeah,
No matter
on
what- you could
prone,
be
you get
literally right
disadvantage.
here. It's a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like within 5 feet, you have disadvantage with a ranged attack, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, so it just rolls.
So
Yeah,
you'd be
it's
rolling.
always
You'd be
ranged.
rolling at disadvantage.
Is that what you want me to do?
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
So it's 2 rolls. Take before you get excited.
Disadvantage.
2 rolls. Take the lowest. It is the disadvantage, Dan.
Womp womp.
You did good. Roll me one more time.
Give me
Get another 20.
Do another.
Get another 20.
Nope.
Hey, we'll take that though. That is +6. That's 16.
That does it.
That does hit. Cool. Now roll that.
I had to shatter that hope before. Held onto itself too deep.
Ooh, okay, 5 damage.
You had that
It's like I have
disadvantage
to
even
bust
with
out
the
rules
grappled
that
and
nobody
prone.
uses this guy.
No one uses those rules. Grappled, sure. No one uses.
Grapple pin prone.
No one uses. I'd like to jump, please.
Jump, yeah.
The look
So
at his
you're
face was-
forgiven.
You want to split a d6? No, I want him to be prone.
No. Once I heard the prone part, I was like, oh, all right, everything makes sense. So,
Well, technically, since he's prone, he also has advantage. So wouldn't that cancel out?
not at range. Melee, fair.
Yeah.
Melee with
yes,
advantage.
100%. There would be advantage.
Part of me,
Auto sneak attacks for either.
part of me's like, should I just say screw it and just knock off the D10 and just? Well, that wastes my only spell I have.
Just
Oh, fair enough.
we want
You
that.
can't.
Keep smacking.
hit him.
Coup de
I'm gonna
grace.
walk up with a spoon and beat him.
Yeah, I might as well just go physical attack so it'll do more damage.
Okay, so
You are a hexblade. You might as well.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm
so
still
you
going to
use
go
your
up with a
action.
spoon.
Yep.
You have a bonus action and movement. No, bonus action. You use.
Yeah, I
still
move- I-
movement load.
Yeah. Well, I could just offhand with a knife and stab.
You can surely try.
No, I get that physical attack's an advantage though, then, right? Because the prone. Then?
You'd have to move 5 more
Or
feet,
coup de
but
grace.
yes.
Does somebody have to be asleep?
Coup de grace is not in 5th edition, I believe.
Coup de grace not 5th edition.
And even
Oh.
then, you had to study the opponent for like a full minute
So I
while
have-
they're
So I
there,
have
and
Hex
then
on
you can.
concentrate. then, right?
Oh, that's.
Yes.
Okay, do I need to roll
It-
for that?
No.
They didn't want
You
to
take
gain
damage.
combat.
No, I did not.
Then
I mean, that's
so then I
fair.
did Eldritch Blast, which is a cantrip. Can I just do? Because I don't play magic users, I can't do any other spells than
you're pretty much tapped out.
tapped out. Oh, then I'll just
Unless you happen to have a
Bonus action
action
cantrip,
cantrip.
which I don't think there are many of.
There aren't. So I'll just
Yeah,
I'll
and due to
move,
spell casting rules, if you do a cantrip,
I'll move here.
You can only do a leveled spell.
Yeah, I will move here, and I will just offhand with a
Sure.
dagger from my tail. So roll 2 of those.
I'm pretty sure you can do a leveled spell and a cantrip, or you can just do multiple cantrips. I don't think there's any limitation.
Oh,
It's
I thought it
cantrip
had to be
and
one of
leveled
it's,
spell.
the spell casting limitations are very weird when it comes to multiple spells.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty specific in that you can only cast one leveled spell, but you can cast cantrips whenever you want.
I think
As long as
Is
I
there a
don't
way
think
to
it's
get-
action or bonus action. You could go,
that sounds
Yeah.
if you were a sorcerer or warlock, you could go
21
Eldritch
with the
Blast,
dagger.
quicken spell, bonus
roll
action,
that.
Eldritch Blast.
it
And then
is
if you
You
have
can
fighter
quicken
and
spell
spell,
to die.
cantrip?
Yep.
Nothing else.
it just
Oh, it's
changes
not like.
from an
Oh
action
yes,
to a
it's
bonus
not
action.
so roll that.
Yeah.
Get more
I
than
didn't
one.
know you could
Got a
get a
one.
magic.
Perfect. Got a 1. But hey, we'll take it.
Now I want to play a sorcerer.
Well, wait.
So you're
He's
telling me I could do
hexed.
2 cantrips
Regardless of the
at once,
damage, it's an additional
as long as they're
1d6
both
necrotic.
action.
Yeah, that is right.
That's
So
correct.
roll that. Yep. Hey, 4.
Don't forget your hex, man.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
All right.
I haven't fought many
And you had
things to do it.
D6 necrotic. Did you add that?
Yeah, we just did. So
I reminded
I've
them.
done like 10 damage total. That's it.
Works.
I've done like almost double.
Could have had it.
Yeah, 20.
I did 2.
You did enough. Your effectiveness is not in the damage you deal, but the damage you prevent.
goodness.
So
Phrasing.
That face is why I did it.
Oren,
Phrasing.
Yes.
you're up.
No, that was totally on
What?
purpose.
What do you mean?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I take out the spoon and turn to a quarterstaff, and I'm gonna whack it.
gonna whack it right in the middle
Phrasing.
of combat.
What? What?
Phrasing.
I don't know what phrasing you're talking about.
Got his
I'm gonna whack
Man,
it.
don't whack it.
Whack it with advantage.
It's either a 9 or a. So it's a 9. 9.
In front of
Watch your mouth, man.
10.
You realize the god
Plus
turn
one
into
with
that
it,
meme
it's just
of
the-
So the 10
the other
hits.
guy.
You go for the whack. You hit Zagat and just go ping. Nothing.
Isn't it a double-sided weapon?
It is.
It
You can
is.
swing the other side for a D4.
Swing the other side.
Wait, what?
No.
Okay. You
No.
go ping ping. Off of
She's
Zagat.
like,
You don't get any damage. It's just like
Oh.
pings.
You missed it.
Hit lower.
We're not even in darkness.
I'm not good at this.
Just
shoot
saying.
him.
She just gave me this, and I don't know why.
RJ.
All right. I want to book it all the way to that back door. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do it if I go diagonal. If you want to move me.
So
The small door or the big door?
The door that we think Felix is going to be in.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can't quite get there yet.
Hold on. Go put him back real quick.
diagonally, he could have.
So he's right here.
Well,
Oh no, I was one more up. That's where
3,
Owen was.
4, 5. You can get up there.
Yeah.
I was one more up. That's where Owen was.
Oh, well, you can get up here. You just take diagonals.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
I
he
want
was
to do
saying.
that.
Yeah, you can get right there.
Doesn't he go within threatened?
Oh no, it's fine. He's.
Our beautiful boy.
He's prone, and
He-
oh,
I
he-
I would say he's distracted well enough.
He can't see.
Yeah, he's
So
distracted
he
well
does
enough.
not
He
have
can't-
reaction.
I'm gonna say he doesn't have reaction.
Okay.
I want to open that door.
Technically, yes, but no.
I swear to God, if something comes out, I'm
I
gonna be so
know,
mad at
you
you.
unleash-
I know.
If you
So
unleash
the
something
door
else-
is in front of you. What would you like to do with the door in front of you?
I look at this guy.
If he's talking like
I
that,
have to.
Smash
Let's,
it first.
let's deal with what we have first
But I-
before we start.
I'm gonna lose my
Just
sanctuary
good
though.
old schoolyard ass kicking.
All right, I'm gonna lose my sanctuary though, so that's gonna go by bad.
It's
'Cause
fine. You don't
my
need
goal was to get in there, get back there, move through whatever was back there, grab Felix, and go. These people want me
change
to do
plans.
that. Change plans.
Yeah, hit
We
it.
changed plans.
Yeah.
Back to the
Alright.
original plan.
I'm gonna go with advantage hits on my sword. I want to make sure we're actually causing damage here.
I would like.
I tried.
I would like you to make a perception check.
For like listening.
No.
That one.
Okay. Nothing seems wrong to you.
Nothing seems wrong to me. Okay.
Something
Uh,
gonna burst through that door.
I know, but I'll
Something
be fine.
bigger is gonna burst through that door.
All right.
Great.
I am going to at first toll the dead.
Toll the dead.
Boom. And that is a wisdom check of 14.
Failure.
Failure. All right, you're going to take the full plus, I think that's all necrotic damage. Correct.
It is, and I believe it prevents them from healing.
Toll the
If the
dead.
target misses any of its hit points, it actually takes 1d12.
Yeah, it just does D12.
Oh, I was thinking of something else. I think it's only for undead.
Alright. Like, strange sense, warrior spell still.
Some hand spell. I don't know.
Yep. That is going to be 10 damage.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
good.
and then for a bonus action. What's that?
Close the door.
I'm also going to summon my spiritual weapon.
Kodor. Kodor.
Rodor. So, my spiritual weapon's going to summon. Again, it's going to be the fist, the gauntlet with the eye on it, which is my holy symbol. And I don't think I can do anything. It takes a bonus action to hit, but I just
So
summon it.
all you can do is summon it then.
Yep, I'm going to summon it.
This round.
It's okay. We'll get it next round.
Okay. Okay, RJ is done. Trinic, it's your turn.
I'm going to move in between RJ and Orin. So, yeah,
Yeah.
basically right there. So then the creature's going to be flanked as well, correct?
Correct.
I don't
You
believe
have
the coaches
you
there.
have advantage. You have very much.
You have all of the advantage.
We've given it to you.
Unfortunately,
Roll
it does
two
not
d20s.
stack. If it
Take
stacks,
the
that'd be
highest.
amazing.
It has not done anything.
Let's get a.
This is like, what the fuck? There's a box in my head. This is definitely bullying. I'm bullying the out of this
We are being
action.
toxic as hell right now, guys.
Absolutely.
So the first attack.
It's a demon.
I'm about to double floss on this death corpse.
The first attack
Okay.
is a modified 20.
It hits.
For
No. Just no.
It's for
Can you hit the double floss, man? You know the
Says
double floss,
five-
that Fortnite dance.
5,
All numbers can do the plus.
5 damage.
Okay, you get sneak attacks.
Don't you like how he
So I
assumes
get
you
to
play
roll.
Fortnite?
That's
You roll your sneak
Don't
attacks.
you-
As soon as you play.
all right. Which is
All Zoomers play Fortnite.
It's not cool anymore.
It's not.
I know.
I remember when
I played it once. I lost.
Me
and I was
too.
done.
Live again? Yeah.
Great.
Zombie tower defense.
plus a 4 for sneak attack. So that's 5 plus 4, 9 damage for the first, my main attack. My second attack, I rolled a 5, but I'm going to use luck to reroll that.
Wait, on advantage, you rolled a 5?
No, it was his damage die.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I rolled. That was my first roll. was
Yeah,
the attack.
roll another d20. Why did you roll 2?
I don't know. Stay.
Still a
roll
5.
the
Get
same
rid of
thing.
that dice. That rolled 5 3 times in a row.
You don't need
It's
that.
Natalie's.
Give it
It's
to the
Natalie's.
cats.
It's
Natalie,
Natalie's.
that's not boding well for you.
Second attack missed.
Second attack missed.
You could still lucky re-roll it now.
Oh
Because
yeah.
that was your advantage roll.
Yeah. Do it.
Just don't use that die!
What it
I don't know that
That
die.
is, that is a miss. I know what your modifier is roughly.
There's a 13.
It's a miss.
Stop using that.
I didn't bring mine, so
You want
I don't know. They do
like
like
that
follow
bar?
pretty well.
I have
Mine.
dice underneath yours.
We all hand him dice.
Literally, nothing is underneath your tower.
I'm currently using the die that will take
Please,
years off of
for
my
the love
life.
of all that is good, stop
That's
using
why
that
you roll
D20.
so well.
Matt,
No.
you need to put that
Those
in
were
the
the
freezer.
green die.
Ah, that's true.
I'm using,
They've never had a
I'm
problem
using
with
the
them.
Dana
Put it
dice.
inside.
Hey, that's 20.
Nate, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, that's bunk. He's broke.
Oh,
We gotta glue him back.
Yeah.
Poor
All right,
bastard.
Your
anyway.
mind goblin.
No.
Roll a bug.
Asher.
just throw a bunk at our
Yep.
enemies. You'll kill everyone.
I want to close these.
We're going to say that you use your bonus action for that.
Okay. Is there like
You just get it.
what kind of handles are they? Are they like the looped handles where I can stick something through them?
On the inside, there is your standard bar.
Okay,
Like, that you can just put in front of the door.
that's what I do. And then
This is our temple now.
And luckily because it's dwarven make, it's already somewhat set up. So all I have to do is close the door and go boop, and it falls into place.
Steel beam just comes down.
The church didn't want to give the steel beams. It's an oak beam.
Oh, okay. It's still old.
The dwarves tried to sell them on steel, but these churches were like, why would we pay for steel?
It wasn't good enough.
Who's good in all these?
oh boy,
I've been a dwarf just for so many years.
I'm going to.
Hit.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Hit.
Yeah, I guess I'll just.
You're gonna cast hit.
Bullying him. We're bullying him right now. We were all piling on and just.
I'm gonna try and stab him.
Be a schoolyard
Roll with
bully.
advantage. Don't use that die.
It's the doll I always
Here.
use. And I never
You
have
wanna
a
use this
problem.
Oh, I use this guy.
I'll use the pretty
Mike
dice.
just cursed it. Mike just cursed it.
Yeah, use that one.
Oh, that's a 1 on the first.
Oh.
You have advantage.
That's a 4 on the
That did
second.
miss. Oh, here, try these. They're okay.
So that one works fine for you, but not for Mike.
It just.
Michael,
I have the touch.
Well, they're-
I have the power.
They're her dice.
Yeah, they don't like.
Yeah.
They're soulbound.
I mean,
Those are all orphans. They'll be fine.
These are
Anyway.
really super cool though.
they are. I like
You
it.
keep all your orphans in a case?
Yes.
Okay,
As
So-
you
you missed with your melee attack.
It's okay.
Asher does not look shocked.
Oh, I see.
That would have been it. She kind of nods in confirmation. Yeah, that would have been how I thought it would.
Perfect. It is now the Abishai's turn. However,
Can't do anything.
You can make a contested acrobatics check to try
Ash,
and break it.
now
It can also try to
RJ.
see through the box.
Yes.
Yes.
dogpile.
I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh,
Huh?
Let me see what
Oh,
my strength
no.
is. Okay.
It can
plus
do
2.
something?
That is a 7.
I don't think
That-
it's
that's
it that's doing the thing.
The door.
You hear a blood-curdling screech, not from the Abishai, but from the double doors. Because you all keep ruining my campaign.
You keep ruining our characters. Just
We
let us
keep
have
trying
fun.
not to.
Make us level 4.
You're prone.
Okay. But I'm behind the door, so that's half cover.
Sure. You're prone.
4 points
Okay.
of force damage.
Jeez, Louise.
This creature
What the?
What is that?
comes barreling out
What is that?
of the offices. It
We're gonna die. This is not potential anymore.
Level 3, my
You're
guy.
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
It
You almost said level up
backhands
in the middle.
Trinic.
So I get knocked down again.
You're still up. You just get knocked back. You take 2 points of force damage.
Oh, that's angry.
It's
Oh, that's
actually It's not going toward. It doesn't look like it was actually trying to aim for you. Just trying to get you out of the way. And it goes towards the Abishai.
oh, what?
Ooh.
Oh no.
It's actually. It actually does force Zagoth off, and we can make a contested acrobatics.
Oh, is this the thing where
Well,
you think you're fighting the thing and then that bigger thing comes out and kills it? Then
There's
you
always a
back
bigger
back.
fish.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we can
15
still
for you.
put our hex on that thing, and he can still
worried what this
jump
is.
over it.
This is the
That is a failure, but just barely.
Okay. He kind of pushes me to the side. I'm still holding it.
Yeah, it just pushes you to the side a little bit. It actually.
I've got this thing in like a Muay Thai hold. Just like.
It basically just shoves you to the side a little bit. You still get your hold onto it. It, with its claws, digs into the Abishai, sticking one of its hands under its ribcage, through its stomach, under its ribcage, and throws it.
With Sagat still attached?
With Zagat still attached.
So did it just die?
Can I let go?
You can let go.
I will let go at that point.
Okay.
Did the Abishai just die?
We don't know.
It crashes into the window. It doesn't crash through it. It crashes
Well-
into the window.
I will know because I can then transfer my hex. So I will know.
Oh, yeah.
Crashes- no,
right.
we will know if it died.
You would know. It crashes into the window, blood coming out from under its chest. It is about to die. Like it's going to die for all intents and purposes. I would like all of you, however, to roll a wisdom saving throw. As it screeches after it kills this Abishai.
That's good.
18.
Success.
19.
Success.
Hey.
Failure.
14.
Success.
16.
Success.
7.
Failure.
Oh,
Feared condition. Feared condition.
I'm fearing.
Frightened condition.
You're feared of it.
So I can't approach it.
yes.
Correct. You cannot get any closer to it.
So I have one level of
Hit
exhaustion,
it.
and I'm feared.
Frightened. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
You'll hit Zagat this time.
And it's going to move into position right there.
Oh, hi. You're angry.
You see a creature emanating darkness.
Does it have a face? Considering where I'm standing.
It from where you're standing, you can't really make out a face. There's like a black mist coming off of it all around. From underneath its tattered cloak as well. Yeah, it's a scary looking creature.
Okay.
And
I think I'm technically right there.
Yeah,
I'm also within that. Hey, you want to move out of its range so that it procs its reaction so I don't get hit when I get out of range?
I'll probably disengage.
so that finishes the Abishai's turn. I know you guys have your hex. Make sure you do that at the beginning, during your turns.
move it.
Yeah.
Zagat, you are next in the initiative order.
Does it seem aggressive towards us or the Abishai?
It looks. Make an insight check. Make an insight check. It looks aggressive in general, but let me see. We can see if we can bring that down.
Because it could have easily just gone for me. It specifically
bonus
went for it. That's nice. That's confusing. That's a 22.
It looks feral. It looks angry. It may have had a particular reason to go after the Abishai first, but it looks like because you all are there, you are next. It just had a target first.
Well, it's gotta go shopping. That's why it's got a target.
Felix?
We do not need to lose hit points.
Yeah, I think this is Felix.
Mike,
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not good.
Can I
What?
see anything in here?
Not a whole lot, really. You can't make out a whole lot.
My wife just said something about my phone. I don't know. What she's. Is she.
Well,
Some Eldritch Blast.
how big is this thing?
This is a large creature.
This one is a large.
This one is a large
so it's
creature.
10 feet tall.
You get to go for it.
I could still grapple it, but got a disadvantage on everything against it.
You want to hold action till I can do something?
No, we got to do something. If it's coming at us, it's coming at us.
Fight.
Yup. I'm gonna scoop them all off the ground and swing. Oh, baby. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
And we're gonna drop a smite. Is this a fiend?
This is not a fiend.
Okay. 2d8 plus 2d6. Oh yeah. 29 damage.
Very good.
That is a very high smite and
Very
very high
good.
bludgeon.
You hit it, and it seems like it takes a hit, staggers a little bit as you hit one of its shoulders. You definitely hear something crack as you hit it.
I can't do anything else as a bonus action, so that's it. Because I'm not level 4, so I can't take Charger yet.
You're fine.
I'm not within range of getting hit, am I? It's like a 5-footer, correct?
It is a large creature. Large creatures have reach.
Okay, cool. I want to remove the
Just-
hex,
just
the
hand me
hex
the
curse, and I want to transfer it to this being for strength. That's what I took, correct? Strength.
Can I have the other hex?
Oh yeah. There you are.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Sure thing.
Yeah, so roll me
Kill
a
it with
20.
fire. I mean, Eldritch Blast.
Oh! Oh! No. No, it fizzles.
Roll a
Shit.
D10.
Roll. 7.
You fire the blast and it hits right here.
Oh.
So you miss it.
Oh, thank God.
Luckily, doesn't
You got
hit
a
anyone.
short rest, right?
You did have a short rest.
Okay.
One is.
One more
That's
chance.
bad. Yeah.
I'm just taking 1 damage.
So, Trenik, next to your left foot, the ground just explodes out, splintering wood everywhere. You're fine, but it definitely startles you.
What the hell?
So I've done my regular
Your
bonus.
your bonus action is what use that hex.
Yeah.
To move it.
And do I have any other actions I can take?
Move.
No, that's
That's
it.
it.
Okay, cool. Then I will stay in position. I just don't want to have it swinging on me. I will stay.
Okay.
Yep.
We go to the top of the initiative order. Oren, you are up.
Hey, it's now hex and has disadvantage on dexterity.
Sure.
I'm flanking it, right?
Yeah.
I would say it took the
Quarterstaff.
spot of the
Okay.
Wait, I can't use the other end of it because I used my bonus action, right? Yeah, I'll still try to hit it with D6. Fortunately, it's with advantage, so that one does not matter. So that is a
Asher was about to have a concussion.
15.
15 does hit.
Whew! So that is 1d6 necrotic is the metal, and then 1d6. You know, I'm just beating it. Oh, but it's at a -1. Oh well.
Yep.
So that is 6 damage in total.
Sure. You take a strike at it with your staff. One of the tentacles reaches down. You hit it, but it takes some of the blow with it.
Thing is super cool looking.
It really is.
Where'd you get it from?
Etsy.
That's it.
Of course.
That's where I've been buying.
It's because Etsy is a dangerous place to be when you're a nerd and you like seeing custom stuff.
Well, you just see the big bad in my game. I've already bought them.
I've got so many minis that are coming in. Some for the one, 2 are for the D&D one shot.
And then you gotta glue them and put them
Gluing is
together.
the easy part.
Oh, I know.
Are you gonna
I
paint
love
them
it.
on stream or keep them?
So
I would say
that's my.
I came home from work the other day and he just stepped out with a box and was like, nope. So where you see that?
Next, that's what this was.
Who's
Yeah,
next?
that's what I figured.
Next person's turn.
The next person is going to be RJ.
Yeah, so that's full movement to get up.
Half.
Movement. Okay. You said it was emanating darkness off of it.
A form of dark. It's not like darkness, the spell. It's just putting out a sense
Right.
of darkness and mist.
Hurt
that
it,
kind of
hit it, it needs to die.
Gotcha.
It just one shot at an Abernath.
Well, we
thing. I
did
will
one
say an
damage.
Abishai that was very bloody.
Okay,
After
hit it.
It reached in its chest, up, grabbed it,
It caught
and
him off.
chucked it.
a Kalimata.
Mod.
Dumb and dumber stuff.
It puts it in a doggy bag.
Yeah.
Gives it back to him.
Oh, I still have my spiritual weapon up.
Yeah.
You do.
So bonus action attack.
Let me put down something for the spiritual weapon real quick.
Is that radiant damage, by the way?
It is.
There you go.
Oh, I was gonna say I have other stuff too.
I have cutouts of spiritual weapons. I should have brought them.
Yes.
It'd be easy to make one. It's just
yeah.
the symbol of hell. So
Just a fist. Helmet.
no fist.
On
a helmet, fist with an eye.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It's a hand with an eye. But...
It is not radiant. It is force damage.
Oh, okay.
Equal to 1d8 plus my
I'll just throw
spellcasting
an eye on
ability
my hand.
mod, which is +4. So it's 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, make an attack roll first.
Yes.
And I believe that uses your bonus action to make the attack roll. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then also this is still advantage because they're flanked.
Yes, the hammer does. The
The hammer is
spiritual weapon does get advantage.
Those are both 10s. But that is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Perfect. All right, 1d8 plus 4. Come on, baby. That is 6. And then I'm also
6 damage.
6 damage, force damage. And then that is also going to be a Toll the Dead, which it is damage, so that's going to be a 1d12, 14 wisdom modifier to save.
Success.
Okay, so I believe that makes it not too good.
That is the first successful saving throw I've had, actually. Across both.
We gave you disadvantage on everything.
You did.
Yep, so that is all I can do.
Do you want to move?
Uh,
Or do you want to stay where you're at? You're actually in a good place.
I'm in a good place.
All right.
I would ask if this one's missing a hand, but it seems to have extra.
It does have extra arms, yes.
Did someone say they need a hand?
I think they're probably made out of the black miasma that's kind of piling off of it.
Rennick, it's your turn.
Well, since we're all attacking, I guess I will too.
We'd appreciate it.
But
No, I don't think you can move up.
I can't because I'm frightened.
No, you're fighting against the Abishai.
No.
I was
Oh,
frightened
that
of
one.
that thing.
Oh, okay.
So
You can throw a knife at it.
I
and
just
still
said
get
the only thing that I can do is throw knives at it.
Still get your sneak attack. We're within 5 feet.
Do you want to roll my DM dice?
Luck that.
Waste
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna let that.
Do you want
All on the floor.
Mike?
Bruh, your die rolls tonight.
Mike,
You need to stop using the tower.
use this die. Trust me.
Yeah, I think maybe you stop using the tower.
I use the tower.
Change
but
your
that's
whole
okay.
routine.
Like,
It's
use
working for you. It's not working for me.
use that. Use this die. Trust me.
Superstitious gamers.
So
Yeah.
For real.
I guess I'm too scared to even do anything.
That's why I have 3D.
You throw it, but it's just going to...
That's yeah.
So, that is Trinick's turn. Asher, you are up.
I am going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
It has to make an intelligence saving throw DC 13.
How
Success.
tall is this thing?
It's fairly tall.
Larger than 10 feet?
Yes.
11 feet tall.
You said it was a success.
At its full height, if it was standing straight up, it'd be fairly close to 20 feet, but it hunches down a lot.
Jesus.
You see, that looks
These things are
about
tall when they stand at full height.
Did you say that it succeeded?
It succeeded.
Okay.
This creature succeeded.
Okay, so it takes half 3d6. So 2, 2, 5, so 9. It takes 4.
What kind of damage?
That is a really good question. I don't remember now.
It's probably psychic.
Psychic.
damage.
It is psychic.
All right.
the kind
And
that doesn't
then
resist.
I'm going to. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Something
stay
I
there.
didn't do a little bit ago, but I'm not going to redo it right now. Let's do it next round. It's now this creature's turn.
Man, I'm tempted to just run away anyway, but
Did you want to move?
I think I'm just gonna risk it.
For the biscuit.
It will take an attack of opportunity at you.
That's fine. It's probably better than whatever else it could do.
They call him Mazu.
That is a natural 20.
In half.
Oh well, never mind.
I was right. I'm sorry.
I know, but a lot of his creatures usually have like multiple attacks
the
per turn,
third
and if it turned
character.
all of them to me, I
Listen,
would be dead for sure anyway.
We will help you
Did
build
you have
one.
a backup character?
That is 10 slashing damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's really not.
That's not bad at all.
No, it really isn't. I need a pencil.
I mean, if you need help with another character,
I had to do a lots of alteration on this thing, okay?
no.
Because if it was straight out of the box, it would have been, okay, Zagat's dead. Have fun.
Yeah, maybe that should have been your clue.
That's why I brought it down. I nerfed it a lot.
We can tell.
It's like you almost feel guilty for not letting us beat level 4.
I definitely don't feel guilty for that.
No, he definitely doesn't feel good.
No, not at all. You actually D-leveled after the.
You're now level 2.
Why do I
It
feel
is.
weaker?
My knees hurt.
Back the heck up.
So,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna stay in.
you do get out of the
Even
out of range though.
I get it.
That does bring us back to this creature's turn. It
Yeah.
It's going to start out by taking a deep breath in. Who had the frightened condition? Those two. Perfect. You feel something pull at you. You don't take any damage. You just feel something pull at you as something leaves you as it breathes in.
Just ate our souls.
You know, it
It
might
doesn't feel like anything's missing. Just like it took something when it breathed in.
Your soul is
So and you kind of see some of the darkness harden around it.
Are they still frightened?
They are still frightened.
It gets a bonus to AC for him.
I will.
Ghastly use Dream Eater.
It had below 13
Kinda.
before, so.
Yeah.
Or a 13 or below.
It's going to look over at Zagat. It's going to make a couple attacks.
Okie doke.
First attack is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That is 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack is a 26.
Hits.
4.
26. Yes. And not a natural 20.
Yes.
Okay.
At minimum.
Oh my god.
Zagat is blooded.
I'm coming.
Alrighty. That brings us to Zagat now.
Ow.
Oh, he's really pissed off now.
Really pissed off now. All right.
Go first.
I'm just gonna box his head in.
We're gonna 5-foot rotate to here,
Keeping within range.
keeping
Got it.
within range. And then, since we short rested, I got my channel divinity back, so we're going to unstoppable charge. Drive this guy back into this back wall.
Sure.
Close the doors.
And then,
Not with him in there.
right there. So he takes 2d8 plus my paladin level of 3. Bludgeoning.
Do you want us to remove
Very
the door?
nice. That is 13 damage.
Very good.
Man, would have been so much better if your paladin level was 4.
I know, right?
It would be.
God, that would be so amazing. If only I didn't have to kill 3 demons to achieve level 4.
Yep. Not better.
Not at all.
Playing Elden Ring.
Didn't you tell us that this was going to be like a Souls-like campaign?
Yup.
But souls, you can at least get levels.
Yeah, you can get
dodge.
to level 25 for under 2,000 souls a level, so.
I'm pretty sure even the weakest demons give you
So,
like more than that.
Does it get
No,
me?
like leveling per level, it costs amount of souls. You can get to 25 and only spend 2,000 souls per level.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
So what?
That's the end of my.
does it- okay, nothing else. Okay, cool. Brody.
Can I actually get to it and hit it with a sword? Is it prone or is it?
The doorway's 10 feet, so I'm only occupying 5 feet of it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, then I can make it.
20 feet.
I'm gonna get there. I'll just put myself right here, I guess.
He's actually here.
Oh, he is. Okay, cool. So I'll just put myself here with you. So with you there,
I
I
just wanted
have.
to get him away from the casters.
Then do I have
Adjust that just a little bit.
Adjust what? This?
The battle gap.
To go-
Just a little bit. A little bit more.
We could just slide
Perfect.
forward if you want.
No, that,
I was talking
I
about.
don't want to move that because it
shifts. All right. I was talking about just shifting the whole.
No, I know what you mean. It's it
Falls.
fucks up everything for some reason.
Gotcha. Now with Zagat there, do I have advantage on attacks? With
It is no longer flanked.
oh damn, then I'm gonna go for more damage then. Eldritch Blast. So roll 1.
You don't need to be right next to me then. Do you?
Then I'll back up. But then I will stay.
Yeah, just shoot through the door.
Here. Through the door. What'd you get? Ah, nope, miss.
Okay.
Miss. And then I will whip I'll whip my dagger. Just if I can, just offhand. Just see if I can get
Okay.
anything. So roll that. Just a straight roll. No, that's 11.
Okay. Yeah, that is a miss.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. Oren, you are up.
What do you think? Damage or put a walk over its head?
Put something over its head.
Uh,
Make it attack at disadvantage, yeah. Minor illusion's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a full action,
Make it
but at the same time,
action, baby.
Swear I'll do something to help soon.
Well,
What?
Trinic was also there, so.
I'm just
Hey,
double
either it
checking.
attacks at disadvantage or it uses its action to determine it's an illusion. Either way, it's a good play.
So yeah, I'm gonna make a walk essentially over its head, like a big walk.
Big pot, maybe something.
Yeah, a pot, with a lid on it, and its head is kind of phasing through like the lid, so it's a closed pot. It's still like a box essentially. It's just more
You
cooked
put
flavor.
pot over its head.
D&D 5e. I thought I had this up. I apologize. I'm just double
Do you not
checking.
have that as a
Um,
little ring status thing?
Pot,
Over and
no,
over.
pot.
Yeah, that's my action. So
Here, magical effect.
Magical effect pot.
it now has a pot over its head.
All right.
Which kind?
Anything else you're gonna do, Oren?
That's all I really can do. I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action without using my spell slot, and I
Alright.
want to keep that.
Archer, you are up.
All right. What was your health at?
17. I'm at half health.
Okay, 17.
Jesus.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was a hard.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna second level cast Healing Word on Zagat.
Okay.
That is 2d4 plus 14.
Wow.
That is 18 total.
2d4 plus 14.
Yeah, we're
7 is a modifier.
7.
Plus 7 twice because it's like a, or is it?
No,
No, that's
just
not
one.
how that works.
That is
How
my
much per die?
bad. That is my
Okay.
bad. Okay,
Okay.
so it
About to
is.
say.
That is 13 then.
That's still better than none.
That's still really good. That's still really good.
Almost full.
It's like, wait a minute, math. That
Yeah, sorry.
didn't even phase me.
My mind took it. Okay, I'm casting it's like a level, so everything doubles. That's my
No.
bad.
God, I wish. That'd be so strong.
that'd
Uh,
be broken,
bonus
especially as a
action.
life player.
I'm gonna move my spiritual
Even
weapon
knows.
into that room.
Would you? How about we just put it to the side then?
Yeah,
So that three-
literally right there. Yes, perfect. And
that
then, with how it's worded, it says I can move it up to 20 feet and still attack.
That's fine.
Okay. And that is. Would that give it flank?
No. It's just the
Okay. That is. What's the plus to hit that?
So it's through the. Is it in the doorway right now, that
It's-
creature, or is it?
I'm
shoved
in
up-
the doorway.
You're in the doorway, and
You're-
that creature's just shoved up against that wall.
Yeah.
Spell attack bonus.
That'd be 13.
He occupies a 10-foot space, so he's in that whole.
You said
With 13.
13.
in the whole doorway, but he's in the
13.
way.
A 13 meets.
Meets, so is that half damage?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1d8. Plus. Oh, max damage. That is a 12 to 6.
Take it.
Did you just say
And now we my turn.
half? There is no limit
Okay.
to my power.
Brennan, it is your turn.
I can't move
That's
towards
actually-
it.
Max,
one.
I would like you to, because I didn't do this last
I
round.
talked about.
I'd like you to start
That's
with
what
a
it
wisdom saving
Honestly,
throw.
would
This
help
is to
get
remove
that
the frightened
character's
condition.
personality.
Say it.
Five.
Unfortunately, that is a failure. You are still frightened. You may continue on with your turn.
Can't do anything.
I mean,
You can still attack.
you could move this way, and then you could throw a dagger.
I mean,
As long as you don't hit that.
I only have one more dagger.
throw
Yeah,
it.
we got to throw everything we got.
I guess
You
so.
could also probably pick up your other dagger if you wanted to.
Then
It's
you
probably
can-
over here.
Well, it's all the way probably back by the wall. I don't know.
I've also got a couple on me that you can take one from me if you need
It's
to.
probably over by me, really.
And I'll
From the way it's
move.
to the
I'll
window.
move to just the closest I can to see it through the door, and then throw a dagger at it.
Probably
So-
there.
Yeah, that's probably my only option. Then I'm rolling with disadvantage still, correct? So that's a 9 plus 6 to hit
Why would you be
No.
rolling a disadvantage again?
because I'm afraid.
It doesn't give you
No.
disadvantage.
Not disadvantage.
It just.
Or no, I got the level of
That's only for skill. That's only for skill checks.
Skill.
Oh.
You are rolling a regular roll right.
So I rolled a 9 anyway. So
Yeah, that is-
so that's a plus 6 to hit.
So that's
15.
15.
That hits.
For
D4 plus sneak attack. Plus your
1d4,
dex.
He doesn't have advantage.
1d4 plus 4.
He just needs an opponent within 5.
That's right.
An ally within 5 feet.
That's
It's either advantage or an
Yeah,
ally
I
within 5
I
feet.
forgot. I
So
forgot
it's
the swashbuckler
1d4 plus-
exactly how it works.
1d4 plus 4 plus a 6.
Yes.
For sneak attack.
Yup.
That's
You
5.
have a higher than 1d6 sneak attack, sir.
Yeah.
You're level 3, you have at least 2d6.
Yeah, you should be 2d6 on that sneak.
That I need to print out a new one.
You said that last time, too.
We don't
So
have a
that's
printer
a-
right now.
3 plus 4 is 7 plus another 4 is 11.
There you go.
Very good. That's what we like to see.
Just use a pen and write under it 2d6.
Oh,
Yep.
It's actually on there. So
There you go.
so-
My God.
When you get the highlighter.
Read better.
All right.
Come on, Molly. So,
Reach all die. Even though
Trinity,
they're
what
on
else are you
the
doing?
line. Well, if I don't have any other daggers, so unless someone wants to give me a dagger, I guess
I
I'm
have
gonna go
daggers.
look for my
Probably,
other one.
I have them on me. You could probably just take one.
Just snag one.
snag one right off of
Okay,
me.
I'll
Just
snap-
like pulling out of his pockets and winging him.
I literally have them hooked to the coat.
Well
Take
then,
one.
I grab one. I grab one of the daggers off of Danny's character and throw. Well, I couldn't think of his name there for a second.
Brody.
Brody.
God, that's
Of
actually
course, it's Brody.
Broadham.
Brody.
So I take a dagger off of Brody and chuck that one too.
It's actually a really good tactic.
So that's a 6, or that's an
Visual
18 to
ability.
hit. So. Yes.
Have a gnome
Why-
just strapped with knives on the back. Just
Why I literally took my coat off, strapped my and tightened my bag to my back.
So it's 8,
I have daggers. all back
9,
here.
12 more damage.
very good.
That's why I use my tail to hold the dagger.
All
I
right.
think that's all I can do.
Asher, you are up.
Okay, so I need to know what this feature does. Blood magic. What is the actual bonus of that? I tried looking it up online. I couldn't really find it.
There are so on one of your pages.
And it's
it should
also-
tell you something called amplify.
It's a Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
Marking. Oh, amplify. Okay, so it just says this effect.
I was like,
Lasts until the beginning of your next turn.
So essentially, Constitution is now your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, okay, that's what it does. You can mark an enemy within 60 feet. So do I have this marking thing too?
Yes, you have both. Those are both of the things that you have
Okay.
as of right now. Also,
Oh,
just because I did it for Mike as well, roll a Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Sure. That's a 9.
Fail.
How many casters does this group have? Yes.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And Trinic was there.
For all intents and purposes, half a caster.
Makes one full
Warlocks
cast.
that don't count are definitely not full casters. I love warlocks. They are not a full caster. Let's be perfectly
That's
honest.
fair.
Okay. So can I use, as a bonus action, I'm going to use the marking,
Okay.
and I want to give it... so it says one target of your spell gains 1 level of vulnerability to the damage of my choice. And then I want to do force. Yes.
Okay.
And-
And if you are not amplifying it, it is only until the end of your turn. If you amplify it, it's until your next turn.
Then I'll do that.
Okay, read the amplified force and make sure you complete that.
You can make Constitution ability check. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. On success, the creature's... Oh, wait, no, that's not what that... That's the spell sundering. Amplify. This effect lasts until the beginning of your next turn.
Let me see the paper.
Yeah, it's written in a way that's kind of...
Is it a blood ball?
No.
Let's see. We are doing vulnerability. Of course, that part doesn't come in. So
Even if it just lasts for this turn, that should be good enough.
I believe it's fair. I believe it's just you take a d6 damage.
Oh, that's fair. I can do that. So, I take 1 damage then
Yep.
for that.
I'll have to find out exactly what it is, but we'll say
You are fine. Okay,
So
so
it was listed down there.
so it takes 1 level of vulnerability to force, and then I'm going to cast magic missile.
Very good.
So
It's
that's
vulnerable to force.
Until the end of until the beginning of her next turn.
That's
Great.
awesome because my spiritual weapon's force damage.
Eldritch Blast is force.
all right. So that is what 3d4 plus 1. Yes, or 1d4 plus 1
How
3
many
times.
missiles?
It's
So-
3,
So 3 missiles. Is it
and it's 1d4 plus 1 per missile.
perfect? Perfect.
Do you want to do 3 at a time?
That's 3.
Okay.
That's 4,
7,
Okay.
and that's 2.
9.
And then it has vulnerability to whatever that
Yep.
means.
I took all that into account. You dealt a lot of damage with that magic missile.
So the way that she
It has
casts it is she pulls the dagger out and then rakes it through her hand,
Yep.
and then takes the blood out of her hand and like kind of like spreads it into the air, and then out of the rainbow of blood streaking through the air,
Not advantage.
they kind of coalesce into like little darts as they fly at it.
That looks like Force Blast with some red tints to it.
Yes.
As it fires off.
Yep.
Alrighty.
That's
So that was your
unsanitary.
bonus action. That was your action. You have movement left.
I think I am solid exactly where I'm at.
I also
Perfect.
don't think she can move anywhere other than this back area.
Correct.
Yeah, because I can't get it closer, so I can just strafe.
All right. So now
Or I can circle. I can circle strafe. Circle strafe. Like
So now we're going to go to the creature's turn. It's going to activate its layer action.
Shit.
I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. Except if you
Anyone-
already have
anyone of these
product condition.
Sweet. Double 20.
You're good.
I'm not.
What did you say? Intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
19.
Success.
13.
Failure.
Damn.
Failure. Frightened. 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 Frightened.
It's okay. We're good. Sagat.
I ain't moving. I cannot move towards it, but
No fear. Only vengeance.
Can I just chuck one of them at it?
I can stay at my spot though, right? I don't.
Xenos must be purged.
You don't have to go anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in my spot then.
All right. So that was its layer action.
All right.
As it screeches, it's going to move.
Yeah, shit.
I wonder how I can
As,
see where it's
as it
moving.
moves, it feels very weird to use a god because it's moving through you.
Yeah.
It's
Going like
it-
incorporeal.
It's going incorporeal around you. It's not going like invisible or anything like that.
Shadow
It
beast!
can just move through you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Get attack opportunities.
7, 8. So it ends its movement on top of Orin.
Oh shit.
Attack of opportunity.
There will be. Give me just 1 second. And I'm only doing this because I know no one has Sentinel yet.
You know what my next feat's gonna be.
So I had this. Perfect.
I can't decide on mine.
You don't take any damage.
I'm glad.
It takes a little bit. Okay. Zagat, you get an attack of opportunity.
Natural 20.
Very good.
Can you smite with those?
I don't have any more spells.
Oh, that'd be.
I can get one, but I can't do it until my next turn.
And I'm getting pulled off on my last spell.
Very good. Very
Same.
good. That is 12 damage.
Very good.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no, actually doubled. It's 20 plus 4, 24 damage.
Oh,
Do you want me to double the damage on the die or double the die?
double the die.
Okay, I'll roll 2 more.
Double the die.
So what do you have now? 12.
I have an 8 on the die and an additional 9, so that's 17 plus 4 takes us to 21 damage.
Very good. Very good. Alrighty.
It might regret what it just did. It also went
Spiritual
by.
weapon. Attack of opportunity.
yeah.
It also went by those two.
Yeah, I'll get one as well.
I don't.
I
that
think
is-
Mike is too far away.
That is a flat 18.
It's a large creature, so he is within range.
He's in
Okay.
range. Gotcha.
That is,
Because it also ended its turn on top of Orin. So,
Sure.
while it is being forced out, I'm not going to say, no, Mike, you can't have an attack of opportunity.
that,
You get
that
a
is
sneak attack
20.
on attacks of opportunity as well.
That is a 22 to hit.
I'm guessing a 22 hits.
22 hits.
All right, and that is going to be 12 damage.
Okay, equal to 24 damage because of force vulnerability.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
6
So-
plus what?
Melee attack from you.
Roll me.
That doesn't do
Hits.
damage?
Sorry, modifier. So subtract 2.
15
good, that'll
plus my 6.
My bad.
So 21.
I had to
That's
swap over. I had to stop around for a bit.
I'm sorry.
15 plus 6.
Yeah.
21. Alright, cool.
Sorry to
roll
interrupt.
me-
He did the damage wrong. He did his.
Yeah, I did it. I told him to subtract 2.
I heard.
I just want to make sure.
Yep, I appreciate it.
5.
the wording. The wording.
5 damage.
I understand.
Sword.
Okay.
Keep rolling. You know what? We're gonna change this D8 out. Keep rolling ones.
Perfect. So,
Gotcha.
next attack of opportunity is Trent.
That's
That one.
11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Probably not use the one that has eraser gunk attached to it.
Yeah, that would actually weigh it out quite a bit. Because of the razor gun, roll one more time for me.
Would you like to use.
Why would you do that?
Let's just re-roll again.
Take a deep breath.
15.
Okay, 15 hits.
And then I get a sneak attack
Yes, so roll your damage.
as well. So
Holy Jamoni.
that's a
I miss
1d8
a lot.
plus 4.
2d6.
It phased
Plus
through me.
Well,
And him.
it phased through most of the party.
It's a ghost.
It
And
did a
it's-
shadow slide, shadow slippery thing.
And it's taking so much reactionary damage
Everyone's just.
that
Wait a second.
it's probably
That's
regretting
12,
I created it.
16, 17 damage.
That's fine.
No, I'm out of smites right
it. It's probably not dead yet.
I have one smite.
now. I can get one more next round.
I'm
So,
saving my spell.
Now it's movements. Raise your hand if you're frightened, please. Perfect, thank you. I am going to roll a d6 in the open. If it is a 6, one of its abilities recharges. Okay. It
Good old deuce.
is going to cast a spell.
Has a box on its head.
It's going to cast a spell of Asher.
They can see it.
Fight me!
Does it have a
They can see her with the pot on the head.
Yeah, can't see. You use your action to determine if it's an illusion or not.
It figures out it's an illusion.
so that's its action?
That's
Then,
its action.
then in that case, it can use its bonus action to make a swipe at Orin.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, if Orin goes down, there's a hex gone.
That is a natural 20. That is another 5 years off my life.
Let me just take a look at Hex real quick and make sure.
Oh, you go down, it's gone.
Oh, yep, that's a concentration.
Concentration.
Okay, so
You have a health potion, buddy.
6. It did not roll very
Only
well
helps if
on
it's
its
conscious.
damage.
Do I
So you
have
take 9 slash.
do I have this spell sundering?
You're still up.
What is the Constitution?
Half the damage you took. So
Oh, that's easy.
don't roll a 1.
Hey, I
Hold on.
rolled a.
Do I have this spell sundering
7.
feature right now?
That is a set feature you have as well.
Can I do that? Because that required a spell attack roll, or was that a
That,
save?
that was a melee. That was a melee
Oh,
attack.
got it. Got it.
Yeah,
My
Because
bad.
I spent
I
my
thought you had
action
said it
to
was a
remove
spell.
the pot.
Okay,
Yeah, you didn't
we're
end up
good.
casting.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
I don't like this. Another pot.
Alrighty.
This one's a little heavier.
You're in danger.
I am in danger. Unfortunately, minor
It's
illusion.
vulnerable to force right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it took.
Eldritch
That's why it
Blast.
took a massive shitload of damage.
Smites are force.
I do have one left, but I
I
don't
forgot
want
how
to say
far
my
I
hex.
weapon up.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to harness divine power.
Okay.
Once a day lets me restore a spell slot. So I have one level 1 spell. Turn back, turn around, and making a swing.
I'm good.
It's good. It's good. 23 to hit, and we're gonna smite.
Kill it with
Not a
light.
fiend, correct?
Or
3 hit
undead.
bludgeoning to the 8th force.
Doesn't that also work on undead?
Huh?
Doesn't it also deal extra to undead?
I think so. Yes, but
I would clarify if it would do bonus damage. I would not hide that information.
That's fair. I didn't think you would hide it,
21.
Very good.
but we all occasionally have brain farts.
And that's my bonus action. I'm done.
But also, wasn't that force damage too?
That is force
So
damage.
21.
Well, that was
Calculate the force for him.
D8 and D8, which was the 5 and the 8. So that was 13 force damage. So that would be doubled to 26. And then 8 bludgeoning plus 4,
12.
12. Brain stopped working for a second.
Very good. It looks fairly beat up right now.
Just fairly beat up. Not,
Fairly beat up.
You're gonna go
not like it's on its last legs after we dealt over 100 damage.
Correct.
Well, we're at level 3.
He's a
After we already killed an Abishai.
Well, we helped. And it just sort of came in and took
We
it.
weakened it.
Yeah.
It finished
It
it,
was-
but we weakened it.
It was within
Oh, it was getting bullied. It was
10 to
getting
20.
We bullied it.
The teachers were standing by and doing nothing. Just like usual.
Pick a die.
Everybody
Eldritch Blast.
blasted.
That is a natural 20.
Wow. Force damage.
Yes. So that is a
Oh, I
D10
forgot
for
that.
my
You
You should be rolling for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2D10.
it's not been your turn.
So,
Yeah, especially me.
roll 2 of these. And roll those.
Come over here and roll for me.
Zach.
That's the second.
Have
I
you-
think that's the second
8.
natural 20.
So 8. That's plus the force is plus 4. So 12
So
damage.
24.
24 damage.
Got it.
Good job on the crit.
Yeah. That is a crit, my friend. That's awesome.
It hits it. You see it's the rags that are hanging around it kind of blow off before settling back in place.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's not good.
And I'm gonna keep my position. So
Oren, because you are looking right at it, make a perception check.
I feel real bad if it's Felix.
1. I rolled a 2, negative
You're,
1.
you're just more scared than anything else.
Oh, I guarantee this is Felix, and Felix is dead.
Oh, do I need to roll?
The guy would
for
not want to
fear?
leave Felix like this anyway. So
I'm sorry.
Did I need to roll at the end of my turn for fear to see if I?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, roll.
Do we roll at the beginning or end?
Technically, end.
Worst case scenario,
What did I
I
need to
could
roll?
vary
What did I
along.
need?
What did you roll?
19 plus.
That's exactly. You are no longer frightened.
No longer frightened.
So now there's me.
He's rolling for
Use
me
it as
every
bait.
game.
Pull the arm out and throw it to him. Here you go.
Alrighty. So
It'll make it stronger.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
oh,
an
well,
extra
now that I
1d4
have this, I'm
now-
not mad anymore.
now that I've settled out my layer actions again, we're going to go into a layer action before we start. Anyone who is frightened, there's no save on this.
I'm not frightened.
You take 4 points of psychic damage.
What the?
Ooh, baby. Just watching you dwindle.
Okay, I have my
You
hex.
just have- is there an erase
you
from
maintain your spell.
Is there an erase
Did
on
you-
this?
Do a concentration for hex?
I'm not.
he hasn't taken damage.
Oh, I
I'm not
thought you
feared,
were.
and I've taken no damage.
Yeah, my other
I rolled
eraser
a
is
19.
in my dice bag.
Well, I didn't roll.
Is it my turn?
It is now your turn, Orin.
Because
Disengage action.
Go to me.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
No, I'm not going to you. That's so close to it. It'll eat me.
Behind me.
No.
You are against a wall. Also, it has reach.
Oh, shit, yeah.
20, 25, 30.
He has health potions.
Oh, that's true.
And then using a health potion is a bonus action?
It is you can, either use an action or a bonus action. You use your action for that, so you can only bonus action it. And would you just do a regular roll? Per our house rules, you can do a regular roll for it. If you had an action to do it, you would get every single bit of health.
He's panicking a little bit. He's afraid. He's going to go and bonus action. What do I roll?
You pound. It's a regular healing potion, so it's just what's right in front of you. Literally that.
2d4 plus 4. It says it on the thing.
So that is
2d4 plus
6, 8. 8.
Perfect. You take the potion, you put some of it on the wounds, and then you drink some of it. And you feel some of the wounds you took tighten up a little bit.
Sorry I didn't box it again. I wanted it out of there.
No, you're good.
All right. Make sure you remove a healing potion from your inventory. So, Orin, that is your turn. RJ, it is your turn.
2. You still looking good, Gat?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I am going to... Again, how much is 20 feet from a spiritual weapon to monstrosity?
Should be.
On to, if you go right here, you are within range.
Perfect, maybe there. Bonus action attack. That is a 22. That's the plus 4 modifier.
That is a hit.
Okay, the attack,
Spell attack, so that's plus 6, so it's 24.
24.
Gotcha, sorry.
the
Still a hit.
damage is modifier if it's a spell that does that.
Still hits.
Yes.
Okay, so modifier is for the spell, which is 1d8. 1d8 plus... Ooh, that is a 7. Plus 4, 11. Plus spell casting modifier. Yep, that is the modifier, so 11.
Let's count the damage on this creature. So,
Okay, 11 damage.
Yep, and then Toll the Dead.
It's
Okay,
1d8
14 wisdom.
plus your spellcasting modifier, so
Yeah.
that's all you added, right?
Level 3.
That is a failure.
That's failure. Okay, that's going to take 1d12 necrotic. That is 8.
Got it. It's just looking very beat up right now.
Schoolyard bully time.
Alrighty. So, next up is Trinity.
I've got 2 more
I
daggers.
say,
on me.
am I close enough to Brody to pull more
I have
daggers off
got
of him?
2 more on me, and that is it.
Can I roll for get rid of fear?
Yeah. Make your roll.
12.
Fail.
I guess I'm gonna grab more daggers off of you.
Take 'em. I got 2 more. Whip them. Whip my daggers back.
Ooh. That's a 20.
Yeah,
That's a nasty crit.
Very good.
So it's 1d4.
2d4 plus 46.
That's 3 20s in this
2d4
round.
plus 46.
Not counting me.
Not counting you, yeah.
And it's still alive.
2d4.
Yeah.
And I need.
Need more d6s?
I don't
I
know
got
why.
d6s.
Yeah,
I mean, you can take it if you want.
Nick's got
There,
a
roll this
mountain
one.
d6.
It rolls pretty well.
I got.
Roll a d6 from each of us. All of us help you to
Sure, why not?
combine.
And my axe.
By the power of friendship.
And a scut I found.
Because he is here.
Why did that fit so well?
Yeah.
Those.
That was a 3.
3.
Critting on the dude like crazy.
I know.
You crit him, I've crit him, she's crit him, and he's crit him, I think.
Yeah,
You
in this
did I
round.
crit him? I think
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
No,
No,
no.
So
He
it
crit in
is
this round.
2d4
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
4. So it's 4 plus 4, so it's 8. And then you've got 7 and 14, so it's 11 plus 8, 19 damage.
Nice.
That was
And
the
it's still
first attack.
alive.
That was.
Oh, just let it die.
You gotta go.
No.
man.
I
You gotta
refuse.
go dagger.
Yeah, I will.
I got one more.
hours in.
I got one more.
Sure is.
I got one more. With it.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is
16 hits.
Okay.
I'm out of daggers.
And then it's and just a 1d4
Just
plus
D4.
4 that time.
Funny enough, I actually have a dagger. I just can't
So
get close
there
enough
isn't
to
a
help.
bonus, it's just the d4.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
only can sneak attack once per turn.
That's
Drop it on the
6
ground and
damage.
just
Per
boot it
round.
at Trinic.
Turn?
6 damage.
Across the floor.
Does turn refer to player turn, or does round refer to
I
player
don't know
turn?
whose
No,
is.
Round is
The round
everybody.
is-
Turn is that player.
I don't know
There's
whose
one
dice
thing
is
is-
whose.
One sneak attack per
Who's
turn.
yours?
Asher,
Nope.
you're up. Your
I'm-
amplification
Oh,
dies.
yes.
Who's got?
Okay,
I was
Yeah,
saying,
that's mine.
I'm just gonna do it again.
Shit.
You're okay. You're gonna do it again.
It's got a
She
ship in it.
clenches her
It wasn't one I
fist,
pulled out.
expressing more blood out of the wound that she made
Okay,
earlier.
roll another
Again,
d6.
very unsanitary.
You have gotten 2 lucky rolls there.
Yeah, I've taken 1 damage each time.
I was in the restroom. Is she doing blood magic?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Again, I'll use magic missile. Again, she takes the blood that's kind of dripping out and like slings it out in front of her, and the darts come flying out of that.
Are you Dead Man Wonderland in this shit?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
I appreciate you know what that is.
Oh, I love
So
it.
the first roll is 4. Second roll is 4. The last roll is 2. So 10 plus the vulnerability to force damage.
Okay, how much damage is that total? Because I was. Not
I don't know how much. What is the vulnerability?
Four,
do?
two, so 10.
Does it double it?
Whatever.
to 20.
So
Or
20
double
damage is
it.
what you
So
did.
20 total.
Why won't you die?
You fire off 3 more magic missiles, tinged in blood magic. You make eye contact with this creature. And with that, do a perception check.
She's gonna Mr. Bean this. Just
Oh
the
my
fake
god!
one.
Every time I need it to be like successful, it's a 7.
Okay. You fire off your 3 magic missiles, still frightened of what's happening.
Oh no.
And you hit it once in the face, once in the chest, another in the chest, snapping several of its bones as it falls forward, seemingly dead.
Am I still frightened of it?
You maintain the frightened condition. That's just how frightened just works.
I'm going to blast it from here. Just blast the corpse repeatedly.
Okay.
I'm frightened. I want to make sure it's dead.
Are we still in initiative?
No longer an initiative.
I'm gonna turn and go in here.
Yeah, I'm
That's
following.
12.
Same.
Does a 12 hit it?
It's dead. It has. You also have disadvantage because of that range, but you hit it. Yes, you hit it. It's a corpse.
I'm going. I
Listen,
Did you say
I know the trope. The dead thing dies, it comes right back.
want to collect all the daggers.
This
Yeah,
is
get 'em back.
roll.
Give Brody
That's
back
10.
his.
Yeah.
And then keep.
You can just hold them for now.
How many did I take off of you?
You took 3 off of me.
Okay,
Just
I have 5 daggers now.
yeah. Just I'll get them back from you here shortly. I am with Zagat unless I
No, yeah.
stay out here. If we'll call if we need help. Clearly, it's
We are still frightened, yes.
Yes.
You still maintain the frightened condition, yes.
And
So I can't get close to a corpse.
So I can't even leave the building. I'm cowering in my corner.
and Birdie has told me to block that door, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah. I said I pointed to you to stay here at this door and hold it.
You go into the back room. It looks to be a chamber of some time. It's of some kind. It's a long chamber, but right here, but I don't have a way to mark it. There is a magical circle of some form. Definitely some weird formulaic thing going on.
No one back here.
There's no one back here.
Would a knowledge religion assist me?
Yeah, go ahead and do a knowledge religion check.
Well, it does that. Can I roll to get out of?
Go ahead. Every time.
That is a 15.
It doesn't feel religious in a sense. It's arcane. It's definitely arcane in nature.
It's like over here.
Can I do an Arcana
It
check?
was right in front of you. It is right. Actually,
I-
put it in the back. Put it in the back.
Roll for frightened.
Yeah, roll for friends.
Should Trinic also?
Yes. You know what? Everyone's no longer friends.
It's
Cool.
18 anyway.
Just because it's going to annoy me.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You may do an Arcana check.
Can I assist?
You may assist. Maybe you guys should see who has a higher Arcana check.
Oh yes.
Has got to leave the room
I'm
if
a
there's
4.
nothing else.
Mine's a +4.
Mine's
If Felix or Conrad
same.
aren't in
Do
here,
you
he's
want to do it, or
gonna-
do you want to give me the advantage? So I roll
You can have
twice?
it.
Scott, would
Take
you like
2?
to help me inspect this door?
Yeah, roll one more. So that is
So
11.
I'm
So roll
actually
that.
going to take a look at the face
Okay. 11 plus the 4, so 15.
because I have a
Okay.
bad feeling about
So
it.
the circle back there, it is 100% magical. It is tied in some way to blood magic, which you know from your time at Chronicle Academy. It was a not even taboo, mythical. No one had really figured it out.
A mythical?
Yeah, like
Am I seeing like sigils, anything drawn around it, or anything like that?
there are sigils everywhere.
I would like to instantly pull out a notepad, and I want to take a piece of graphite and just start drawing out those
Sure,
sigils. I want to get all of them.
Not a problem. You managed to get as many sigils as possible.
Okay.
Looking around as well, you do see pages written in a familiar writing.
Can I do a history check to know whose familiar it is?
Do just an intelligence check.
Roll me a d20. 13. You said intelligence?
Yes.
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. These are pages from the journal.
Shit. Okay. Just
And they're ripped out pages from the journal, and there's several of them, but not all of them.
pages.
And there are notes everywhere.
Can I collect those?
Sure, you can collect them.
I will collect all of them. I will stuff them all together. I will take like a bag or something and just like a little miniature bag and just sort of like crumple them in there because I do not want them affecting me if I can.
Sure.
Draw them off, throw them in the bag. So I have notes. For that, is there anything else in this room that I can find?
You do an investigation check. We'll get to you in a second, Orn. I have not forgotten you.
Investigation. 17 plus my
I figured
investigation.
you'd 1% at a time.
17 plus 4.
Okay. There is a small chest off to the side. You open it. Looks like there's some gold inside.
Okay. What's I'll take it and we can figure that out later.
Right now, you don't really know.
I will just dump it.
Seems fairly full.
Okay. I'll take everything out of it. I
Sure.
would like to investigate to see if there's anything inside.
There's nothing else inside of it. It just looks like it's a coffer.
Okay.
Whether it's for the church or not,
I don't care.
yeah.
I really don't give a fuck.
You also, digging around a little bit more, you do find in a cabinet, there is a vial in there with what looks to be a swirling golden mixture.
So, determine later.
And the vial looks old.
And a golden vial.
The vial itself is not golden. The liquid inside of it is a swirling gold. The vial itself looks very, very old and has a wax seal on it.
What's on the wax seal?
Nothing.
Oh, just a plain wax seal.
Just a plain wax seal.
Like Maker's Mark.
All right.
But not, covering the entire thing.
Right, yeah.
Okay. The best thing you could possibly have from a Maker's Mark bottle. Just the bottle covered in wax.
And that is it, correct?
That's what you can find right now.
That's all I can find. Okay,
There's like some knickknacks and whatever, but nothing of that. Really.
nothing that towards cult-ish.
No, you do find Felix's bag as well, by the way.
I will take Felix's bag.
As well as the axe.
And I will drag that with me.
You do see, as well, just in general, bloody drag marks coming from the circle.
Crap. Okay. I will turn around. I have a funny feeling I know exactly what this was.
As you look out the door, Orin,
Thank you.
you don't even have to roll. Because you're just looking. You move aside its the cloak covering its head. Its face is featureless for all intents and purposes. It is obsidian black. Eyes seemed recessed. On it, you see blue lines coming from its eyes, going behind it.
Guys,
You see tears also on its face.
we really have to kill that guy. I found him.
Found who?
Felix.
Oh, shit. As I come out the door, you probably see me carrying Felix's bag in my hand.
I'm going to punch the door.
Okay.
Clover, give Felix's last rites. May Morden accept you into the soul.
Why did you not warn us?
I didn't know what he was going to do.
You knew he was going to do something.
We'll deal with her later.
It's not really how that works.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
Me and Zagat are going to check that door that we haven't looked through.
Is it locked?
Is the door downstairs locked?
The door that goes downstairs is not locked.
Zagat will go through.
You just down.
I will follow.
The rest of it's just going to be standard stuff.
Or do we want to take a break?
Actually, let's go take a break because that was a fairly long combat, so we'll go take a break.
Jesus.
And we're not level 4.
We're going downstairs.
Yeah, we're going downstairs. Thank you, Abby.
This is Conrad's lab. I mentioned once we get to the doors.
Okay.
Is the lab, like, you said the lab is out there and then there's doors in around?
It's a basement. There is a lab in one or more of these rooms.
Which, do you know
Where?
where?
So there's the two doors, right? There's the storage room and then there's the main room, yeah?
There's several doors.
Oh.
The basement's fairly large.
I guess.
Just a little bit larger than what's above it. But
Sure.
that's just because how it was built.
You don't know which room it's in?
You do know it's room in it.
I'd walk him to it.
Sure.
I'm not really sure what the rest of these rooms are used for, though.
Behind one of the doors, you do hear chains, like moving chains.
Open the door.
To the chain room.
Is that the room that is where his lab is?
No, it is not.
Then no.
Okay. You open that door. Couple candles in there. Nothing else though. In terms of like people, there's books. There's flasks. Looks like lots of experimentation things. Tools.
This room needs to be burned before we leave.
Blood on the ground.
I need to investigate it.
We should probably take any
Yeah, I need to look.
What about
texts out of here that we can.
that room with chains? Maybe there's somebody that needs help there.
Go check the clanking room.
It is behind a locked door, locked and barred door.
Is there any way
Can
to
you
look
peek it
into the
in?
room, like a little peephole?
Munchkin.
Or there's not. Okay, not like
It's a very solid door.
Is there a lock that he can get to?
There's a lock, yeah.
Hero, you
Would
pick
you
it?
mind helping us open this door?
Can I do a quick investigation?
Sure,
You know how
I-
to?
I don't think I
Sure, go ahead,
had
sorry.
any sort
You
of.
have thieves tools.
So-
you start with thieves tools.
So,
No,
Mike, Trinick,
Yeah.
do an investigation check for me first.
What's with the 5s, dude?
Okay. Not a problem. Continue on.
Oh, that's a 3.
Well, I guess if I have thieves tools, so I could try and pick
Do a
the
sleight
lock.
of hand check.
Uh, 21.
Okay.
So worried. You guys doing that?
All right. You open. You hear a click. Door opens. Take a step back. Drop both down. Look straight ahead.
I'm helping.
There's a key right there on the hook. Ah.
Wait, there was a hook like on the
We didn't
outside
get to see
It's
that.
hanging off to the side. That's what the investigation check was for.
to see if.
If you noticed the key.
But hey, look,
No, I
the god
opened
didn't see it
the door,
either.
but I went straight for picking the lock instead of looking
The
to see.
door-
The god asked you to, so
The door opens.
I was not given a perception check, so
We'll
Same.
get to you guys in a moment.
Yeah, I am
Um,
not there.
The door opens, and you see chained to the ground an Abishai. And there are several other chains around as well.
Shut the door.
no
Any-
Conrad.
No Conrad.
We have to
Just,
kill it.
just an Abishai that's stuck there.
I just said it. Well, it probably notices us when the door swings open.
It does. This one doesn't have the pustules on it. This one's just a regular old Abishai.
So does it go to attack
No.
or
It can't attack.
No, does it
it
look-
chained to the floor.
It looks like it's just pissed.
okay? So well,
Oh,
that was
that's
my
part
question:
of
is
it.
how
Okay.
chained? Like, can it try and lunge at us? or
It
is
can try. It's not. It
Okay.
it looks like it's just more pissed more than anything else. It's
Sure.
not taking any lunging attacks at you, but it is watching you with intelligence in its eyes.
Can you
I just-
speak?
Yes.
Where is Conrad?
The priest?
Correct.
I don't know. Last I heard, the bastard was running out, was gathering stuff, muttering about
Which direction did he run?
the Abishai. I don't know. I can't see anything outside of this room.
I see. So
Away.
you have run out of useful information then.
I mean, if you want to say that, sure.
Very good. I'm going to collapse his skull. He's prone, chained to the ground,
I mean,
can't
you could-
move. I assume I get auto crits.
Sure.
Okay.
Go for it.
It's a devil. That would make sense.
That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Sure.
And I'm just going to keep doing this until its skull caves in, so... That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Did you double it because you auto crit?
Oh yeah, it's critted, so I do 2 more d6.
I'm just gonna ask right now. Did anybody stay with me?
I did.
Another 8.
You did?
I did.
Okay, so you and I are literally just hearing
That's-
crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
15, 17, 21 points.
Okay.
Does the
It takes a
Abishai
while, but you kill it.
scream while he's
It
doing this?
is screaming because it's imprisoned.
I collapse like to my knees, like on the floor with my hands over my ears.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you just hear...
Or it's just
I'm working on the railroad.
That's kind of what it is.
Then Zagat steps out, covered in demon ichor. Purging complete. Let's find Conrad.
I was gonna say I didn't even go in the room. I just probably saw the door swing open, see the
I
Abishai.
was
You go
not
in,
doing it.
and I'm like,
So-
you know what? No, we're
I'm
good.
not needed here.
Conrad has run. There must be another way out of this building unless he left before we got here.
prestidigitation. Cleaning you.
Thank you.
Have we checked every? So is
There's
it? Is
2
it?
more doors.
I was gonna say, is it a hall with like doors going off to the side of it, down below?
I would investigate a third option while they're doing
Say
that.
that one more time, please.
Is this so? When we went down the stairs, is it a hall with like doors on like either side
Yes.
of the hallway? So we haven't walked the length of the hallway to
check-
check all the rooms.
How many rooms are there total?
Storage room,
there's
jail
storage-
cell, lab, And then
So
an unchecked room.
I
One
would've
unchecked
been-
room.
So
I've
one-
been checking
we have
that one
one-
as everything was
So
going.
let's go and check the final room.
I guess I would know whether there was another way in or out from the room I was originally in, because I was like just like in the corner of that.
Correct.
Right?
So, from what you were told, where you were, there were holes in the floor and in the ceiling above the floor. Like you fell through everything into that room.
Got it. Well, I guess we check the one room we don't know, and
It's
then we'll
very
go
large.
back to that room if there's.
Well,
nothing
the holes.
We might as well check the storage room to replace maybe potentially lost tents, just in case there are.
Also,
I don't know
the
what's in
room
there,
that
but-
you were found in, that you said he fell through the. Well, I don't know this, but I guess we can
storage
check to
room.
see if that's a way out.
Yeah, we'll check that.
So you're checking the unchecked room first.
Yeah, the storage room.
The unchecked room, not the
The
storage.
unchecked room.
Yeah, the unchecked room. You open it. It is an alchemy lab of some form. Several vials, flasks up on a wall. Some are fairly labeled.
I guess Brody was checking
I was in the
other
lab.
room.
We should
Yeah.
call
It's in the
Brody
lab.
into here.
Okay, since I skipped you, what do you want to do?
With you being
We're
there, can you
pulling texts and other valuable
can you
equipment
list
out of
this
here.
to me?
Off in the
To
distance, you
investigate?
guys just hear.
Oh no,
So,
I heard that and I
With this,
collapsed
can
to
I
the
roll
floor.
d20s? Or two?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you
So
have
roll-
assistance.
Roll two twice. I'll roll two.
Plus the Abishai was
Ugh,
screaming,
that's
which is
not
what did it.
It's going to be a 13.
Just a fiend.
13.
Devil.
Fiend encompasses devil and demon, sir.
Fiend is its own
No, it is
subclass.
not.
Fiend is its own subclass.
I do d8s against fiends, which are demons and devils.
This is true.
13. And I'm going to keep looking
Devils
in
and
this room.
demons are different aspects of the same race. They're all fiends, but devils live in the abyss, demons live in the nine hells.
True,
Or
true.
Vice versa, one of the two.
It's vice versa because the
So
devils are the
you-
intelligent ones, demons are chaos.
13. You look around.
Whatever.
On you do find more pages.
Evil
More pages?
extra-dimensional
More pages.
Entities.
Okay. I'll put a question mark on that from the other journal pages I have so you can explain what they were.
Yep, a
labeled.
couple of the pages are ones that you definitely study.
Okay. All right.
And a few of them actually have more notes on it.
More notes on it.
I comment to him, we really should probably refind that book. There are allusions to a dragon, Nidhogg, in there. And I know that that was a tree that Zagat was looking for.
How do you know that?
Oh wait, I wasn't there.
Her eyes go wide.
Make an insight check, Dan.
As you're... Okay, roll. Ugh,
I forgot I wasn't there. Sorry.
Yeah.
that's a 9. As I'm saying that, I'm like pulling off the glove that has like the burnt hand, and I'm like cracking it.
She looks fairly hard to read. She looks panicked a little bit, but that's really that's an obvious thing. Continue on.
Do you wish to tell me how you know all this and how you know Zagat? Because you two seem chummy, and I don't know you. My friend is dead, and I'm very angry.
No, Zagat only knew her because we camped with them the night before.
Ah,
Right.
Okay, then never.
Yep.
Okay.
And you
She was
were
with
the
Conrad.
That's right.
Who's the guy
My
who told him,
apologies.
yeah.
you were there.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't here. So
I'm not actually the owner of this body. Asher is. I'm not really Asher.
who are you?
My name is Lily. I am trapped in this. I say, pulling out the dagger. Felix used to have the dagger, and we shared his body.
This is the thing I missed. Okay. You see me doing mental math in my head of. So you shared the body with Felix.
Yes.
How did you get into this body? Is it just because of
When they took Felix away, Asher was carrying his belongings, including this.
Oh.
And as long as she's in contact with it, I can maintain possession over her and control of her body. If you take the dagger away and I do that to somebody else, the real Asher comes back.
Do you want to tie the dagger to you?
I have to break the
Oh, okay.
I would have to break the connection.
Okay. So we're safe, though. Like,
Yes.
all right.
Although Asher doesn't seem to fully agree with the things that Conrad is doing either.
Should we trust her?
I don't know that she would go as far as I am.
Okay.
But she doesn't buy into Conrad's cult. She is a real follower. Sect.
All right.
Right. She doesn't fall into Conrad's sect. She is a real follower of Heronius.
Sorry, my mind's a little. So you're Lily.
Yes.
Does do any of them know? Sorry.
Your mom knew.
Of course, my mother knew. Of course.
Something about her goggles. She could see that there were two souls in one body or something.
Yes. Okay. That makes perfect sense. She should have told me. Well, it wasn't her to tell me. It's not her. She had no right to.
That's what she said.
Sounds like mom. With the knowledge that you have on you, are you able to access her knowledge in her head?
Mostly. My control isn't
Perfect.
complete.
Do you know anything about this lab that I would be able to find?
Make an intelligence check.
No, I don't.
You haven't been down here enough to know.
I was not really allowed down here very often.
Pull off the other glove.
Conrad taught me most of... I'm assuming Conrad is why I know blood magic. Conrad taught Asher blood magic. I assume this is where he did his research to master it. But it was taught to Asher not in this space.
You would also know you're not the only one that was taught.
There are others who know.
And then you two are still discussing this in the lab. So-
Right. Whereas I guess we're essentially across the hall from them.
Very much.
But we're all in the other room. We don't hear any of this.
And you're in the body of Asher, you said.
Yes,
Okay.
this is not my body. This is Asher's.
Scorch.
Good job, buddy.
Then help me pull everything out of this room.
Absolutely.
Let's grab anything we can and we're gonna get Trinick in here, have him do a little digging as well to see if there's anything hidden compartments. He's good for that. We just need all the eyes in here. We need to check all the rooms, see if there's anything. This man is clearly gone. We are not going to find him today. We need to get what information we can to track him. Let's see if we can get... Is the splorch noises still going? Is he still killing?
I thought he had.
I thought it was going on during.
It took him a while.
Yeah, it's going on during.
He doesn't have a smite. He has to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Just good old.
I would have been
elbow
mostly
grease.
catatonic
And the
for as
Abishai has
long as,
wings. It's trying to defend itself.
for as long as the Abishai was crying out. I would have probably not been in a good place.
So probably during the conversation, you're just like wincing.
Now
occasionally.
Lily is
Yes.
traumatized from hearing Felix's screams.
Yeah.
So, we're just passing it on.
Transfer the trauma.
What? Do you have any idea what he did to Felix?
I don't know the ritual. I have no idea.
I have several of the pages from the room. I'll show those to you. I'll bind those back up into the little bag that I have. And anything else paperwork-wise, as you said, I was going to stuff those into that, throw it into the bag. With us together, I'd like to try and grab Trinick into the room. And I want to start just going over the room. Like, full 100%. I want to take everything that I can. because we've got a big boy that can carry,
He is
Yes,
very large.
I am very large.
and you've got a lot of carrying capacity. That
I count as a large creature for carrying stuff.
Yep.
you also carried half the party one game.
There is
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4.
there is a lot of loose papers and a lot of books in here.
Book-wise, anything? I'd like to investigate the books, just the books themselves. if
I feel
could.
like the book should be taken back to the library.
Yeah, I want to take those
There,
back.
there's an assortment of books.
How many?
Essentially, if you had a bag,
Do we need to go
well
find?
over 100.
Let's go.
Holy crap.
Let's get a cart.
Well,
Find
I'm gonna
cards
look.
somewhere.
Do we have? Is there anything in that room?
And that ranges from like small, tiny journals to tomes.
Okay. Do I find anything in that room that can, for carrying purposes, like a large sack or anything, or is there anything down in the basement sack wise?
There's sacks everywhere.
Okay.
This
I'll
may be
start-
something that we have to come back and complete, or
I-
maybe contact the school and have them sent out here.
I am going to undo my satchel. Any books that get my attention right away.
Do an
Whatever you want.
do an investigation check.
I want to help.
Okay. Roll again with advantage.
Okay, so we got an 18, or one more time. 19.
Perfect.
So that's better. So 19 plus my investigation, 23.
Okay. You take some time to look over these books. A couple catch your eye. One looks like a very worn copy of the Doctrines of Erroneous.
A worn copy.
A very worn copy of the Doctrines of Erroneous.
I will take that one.
One seems to be
Real fast, when I pull that and I look at it, is there like notes in the margin, like stuff like that?
there's a
Like,
couple notes.
okay, I'll take
here
that.
and there
Of erroneous?
of Erroneous. Yes.
How do you spell that?
HEIRONEOUS or something like that.
Okay, cool. Spell it the best way I can. And what else did I find?
There's a Y in there. somewhere.
I don't know how to spell erroneous.
We'll figure it out.
The spelling of erroneous is erroneous.
What else did I find?
You
Oh,
find-
sure. The DM can make puns.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Does he have to take psychic damage?
No.
He just will
My
later.
psychic damage is the trauma I live with every day.
You take
Legit.
15 more points of drama.
Feels like hope.
So what else did I find?
It's only 80 more, and you're like,
Because those books will go into my satchel.
Yeah, you find a
With 5 more, you get a free
fairly
hit.
old tome. You can't really make out what it's
Like
about.
punches.
I know, but a foot long.
But it looks like it was sitting in like the journal work area, it looks like. And it looked
I get it.
Mine
fairly
is
used.
got-
Fair,
so
fairly used.
a fairly used untitled book.
So those seemed like the most important ones that I could find out of all the 100 books or so. Like,
Correct. You also do find a one of his journals.
Oh, his journal? Okay.
One of Conrad's journals. And it looks like it may have been the more recent ones that he just left.
A recent one.
Making a
Yeah.
reference.
Okay, so I will collect those myself there in my inventory. Then I'll take one of those bags and I will just I will take small books, start putting those into one bag, and then maybe bigger books into another, and just getting them all like
Sure.
large, medium, small. So basically, you can take the big ones; they'll be nothing to you. I just want all this. I want all this evidence that I can get.
Sure. You have to double bag it.
That's
Get that
fine.
heavy.
Any other room you hear? You think that's enough?
no, it is.
Okay.
You just you're RJ. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Hey,
You cry.
It is an intelligent creature, and I feel a little bad. Yeah.
It is also a fiend.
Yeah, so it's like that morals versus religious beliefs kind of.
It's okay. It would have ate. It would have ate your face.
walks into the room.
Yeah.
Hi, Brody. Did you find anything?
I found books. And other things. Any tools?
Also, Zagat had 2 Abishai kills stolen from him, so that was slightly personal.
It's dark.
So did we find?
No, and still this.
Do I need to do another investigation check for tools, or
There's really no like unique tools.
there is nothing unique about it?
No unique tools. So you've seen all the tools that are in here.
Nothing hanging on the ceiling, tool-wise.
Nothing hanging tool-wise from the ceiling.
Okay, nothing like crystals or devices or anything like that.
Nothing that you haven't seen before.
I
Or that
poke
you
my
can't-
poke my head in the room. I sense there's looting going on.
I will look at you and I'll just say, I need you to check every nook and cranny in here for hidden.
I'm
spots.
already looking.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
believe in you. You can
Investigation.
do
He's like,
it.
yeah, excuse me.
Guidance.
By the way, how much?
Guidance.
did I find?
Uh,
You have
we'll get to that later.
guidance.
Ah, damn.
Thank you. I definitely
You know, that
needed
you're
it.
stealing the coffers from a church.
I don't care. My
You
friend's
said
dead.
investigation?
Yes.
This church deserves it.
Oh, I'm burning this bitch.
19.
Okay. You take some time to look around. You look behind some books. You find a small cache of gold.
How much?
About 50.
I'm taking that. My pencil.
Can I have like
you
a
also,
Yes, 5 gold.
You also look in one of the cases for within the lab. You do find a fairly nice looking diamond.
I'm going to take that too.
so can I have that gold?
I'm probably going to share the
We're not
gold
in that
I
room.
found.
We're checking out the other
Actually-
storage room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There's another storage room. we
Yeah,
haven't checked.
you guys didn't go to that one.
Well,
I-
checking
because
the other
we're in-
storage
there's
room.
an alchemy lab.
I do.
I popped into their room because
Okay.
I forgot about the other storage
yeah.
room.
You and me are
Yeah,
checking. the
I don't
actual-
even know about the storage room yet. Like, I'd be waiting on somebody to tell me.
I thought you
so
guys went to the
investigate.
alchemy lab, which is across the way.
I think that's what was in the
We
storage
did, but
room, right?
we were gonna
I
let
don't
him
know.
The alchemy room was a different room. That was
Oh,
the
okay.
other room.
I don't
Is
know.
every-
We're
Storage room
15
is
minutes.
currently unchecked.
Is everybody.
So-
The room that I was.
You have
Yes.
the prison, the blood magic study,
alchemy room.
alchemy room, storage room.
I think we got to the alchemy
So
room. and
we
then
are
we
here,
went
y'all were
back.
there, and then went here.
because we were gonna inform him that about the alchemy room.
Yeah,
so he can
I'm
look
digging through that room
Yeah.
as much as I can to find
After the
anything
alchemy
we
room,
can.
I went back to where you two are, and he is specifically avoiding looking at you. Even
I don't find anything else besides the two things you already mentioned.
Sure. There's nothing else in there.
Once the party is all back together, I'm going to give everyone 10 gold and not give myself any.
Yay.
Or are you going to keep 10 gold and not give 10 to Asher? Because
No,
why would you give 10 to Asher?
I only found 50 gold. And there's 6
Sure.
people in the party,
Right.
so I'm not going to give myself any.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, I would.
person.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, why
not
would you
part of
give
it.
me any?
You know
You don't know who I am. I'm
Yeah,
a
that's-
stranger.
So
Okay,
you
fair.
take the other 10.
Everybody else but
get
Asher
us.
gets 10 gold.
So it's like,
Can
shall
I-
we check the church's storage?
I want a quick moment in the alchemy room with Asher, if I can.
Yeah, so gotta pop in. There's a bunch of potions and stuff in that room.
Asher and I will check it together. We need a moment to talk, just privately, real fast.
Oh,
I
you didn't
apologize.
want help? Okay.
Just 1 minute, and I'll bring you in. I will walk you in.
RJ will go ahead, and I'll go ahead and check.
if
out
you
the
need
last
help,
room.
just
Okay,
yell for me.
we'll use storage room first.
I'll just blast.
I'll yell creme brulee if I need help.
I'm gonna
I'll shut the
bring
door
you
real
over.
fast. I'll look at you and I go, "Do you want them to know who you are?"
I fear that if I don't, Sagat will probably kill me.
Okay, we will talk with Sagat first, and then we will let everyone else know in the group.
All right, so the guy, you open up the storage room.
Mm-hmm.
It is a mess in there. Almost exactly how it was left. Over 40 some odd years ago. Looks like a few
Does
things
God have any crises? Should I roll a wisdom save?
Does Sagat have
No, I
trauma
think
too?
I think you processed this fairly well. It wasn't really awfully traumatic.
Okay.
Um,
He did wake back up and then die immediately.
yes. But it's more like flashes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's nothing PTSD
So,
wise.
so no glitch in the matrix.
no glitch in the matrix. Correct. You definitely like see what happened back then in flashes, but nothing like debilitating.
Scott's just kind of standing there, just looking around.
More like just taking a moment. It's a melancholy feeling.
Great music.
It looks like there was a small shelf that was in the storage room to begin with.
Mhm.
On that storage shelf, there looks to be a set of bones.
Bones?
Bones.
Intriguing. Can I tell what kind of bones?
Humanoid.
Nothing defining, no skull. or
no-
anything?
Nothing super defining. Looks like for the most part the skull was crushed, so you can't really make out a whole lot in terms of if it was elven or anything like that based off the skull.
Hmm.
The bones themselves. Make a medicine check.
That says the
Assist, so advantage.
Yeah.
Go. Slightly better. Sorry, what was it?
Medicine.
Medicine. Not great. Well, +1. 7.
You want
Bones. You can make a
I
stew.
don't
know.
You take those bones, you make a stew out of it.
I have +5. Do you want me to check?
Yeah, you're probably better to
Yeah.
pick.
You will be not
You see-
rolling with any advantage.
I cannot help you. Day Bones.
That is a 24.
There you go. Day bones.
Day bones.
You can't identify what creatures they're coming from, but they look fairly thick.
They're your bones.
They look fairly thick, but you could not identify what kind of creature they come from.
Short, long.
Can I investigate the storage room?
Sure.
10 bones.
I need to roll.
You
Roll
find
an
them
investigation
bones.
check.
13.
You can look around. There's it's a messy room, but there's not really like anything to hide stuff in here. It looks like it was just left because it's covered in dust.
Yeah, are the bones new?
No,
Okay.
they're old bones.
Were they there the last night? Like, do I see them in the flashes?
You do not see them in your flashes.
It was the person in the storage room that you dropped off.
That's what I was thinking. Or like this was like,
erroneous.
I mean, this was a temple at one point. It may have been like
No,
that somebody was buried down
Someone
here.
put up a room and just down you came.
Well, that was a good day's work. What's happening with this building?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, my everything. Oh, my undergoblin.
Oh, God.
My Framptonator.
Anyway, so now we're just making up things.
Well, that was an innovative them reference, but
So,
like noodles.
That's it.
I knew what you.
I know what he's doing.
Of course you know what they're
Yes.
there's nothing really else in this room.
No hole in the floor.
Not in the floor. No.
It would be in the ceiling.
The ceiling above it is.
I assume
repaired.
it's been repaired.
Yeah, it's obviously been repaired. But it looks like for the most
No
part,
exit from here.
there's no exit from here.
He must have left before we came then.
Oh, where did he go? Out the front door.
Well, hopefully he's going straight to hell, but you know.
We will assess.
Oh wait, I'm not there.
And you hear,
Well, he has the door closed,
I have
right?
the door closed. I open the door and I go, you and I will have a conversation right now.
he picks you up and puts you back and
I
steps
go,
into the room.
it's not Asher. That is not Asher. That is not Asher. This is why we need to have a conversation. Shut the door. You and I will talk with them. And I distinctly say them.
At this point, we might as well just tell everybody.
Okay. I will let you explain if you'd like.
What's going on?
I love the
I
like
feel like you just take your hammer just into the ground. Just let it sit there.
mom mode kicks in. You give like the mom nod.
Explain
So-
yourself.
I'm not actually Asher. My name is Lily, and I am controlling or in possession of Asher's body. They trying to figure out whether or not you
Okay.
believe me.
They,
Oh,
How does that change anything?
if you'd like some help,
because I
They
was
were-
previously with Felix.
yes. She hitched a ride.
I pull out the dagger that Felix was carrying, which, by the way, I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody
sure.
ever bothered to look at it,
Yeah.
but it's not a standard dagger. It's like, it's more like the head of a spear, and it's, I don't know, like kind of like a hammered metal, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's just like the head of a really old spear, and it's like a hammered metal.
Roughly how it looks on the mid.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to pop a use of Divine Sense.
Okay.
I'm just trying to determine if she's a celestial, a fiend, or an undead. No.
None of the above. I don't know how I got into the dagger. Well, I mean, I think I do, but apparently that may not be
You
how
do
it
get
really
a sense immediately
happened.
from Dan, but that's something used to.
Sure, no, I knew him
Yeah.
and him. They're going to pop already.
You're literally like looking and the thing hugging me
Yeah,
is just like,
celestial,
yo.
undead. So,
But you would have
Sup,
found
dog?
that on Felix earlier.
How you doing?
If that had been true. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it's better.
she didn't ping on Felix, she doesn't ping
I
now.
really wish mindset worked on Faye, because it would make more sense if
It'd
you
be fun if it was
detected
Fae.
right?
Work.
Or
It
like
sounds
there's-
better.
I think it does for certain subclasses.
Yeah.
I think the Oath of Ancients it does.
Yeah.
So
I
Um,
previously was with Felix. So I experienced everything that Felix experienced after coming through the portal from the Feywilds.
Yeah, that's absolutely a.
18.
I don't think you're there.
Oh, I thought.
The door is
We let
open.
them all in.
Okay.
We let them all in.
If
because
they
quite
want to be
honestly,
part of it, they can be.
18.
And you were duty, and I don't want to die.
On insight.
100% telling the truth.
Other things not so bad,
Yeah.
but insight.
Well, dang. Can you talk to Asher? Is she still in there?
Yes, but I don't have full access to everything she knew. I will say that Asher doesn't entirely. She doesn't believe in the things that Conrad is doing.
It's still her
She learned
fault.
blood magic.
Can we talk to her without you losing control?
No. I don't have that kind of control over her yet.
Well,
I
you-
did over Felix.
What you have, memories, emotions, but not her personality.
Do you remember if Conrad was discussing where they would be going next? Because he seemed to leave in a hurry.
No. Remember, like I said, Asher did not believe in the things that Conrad was doing.
I'm just trying to see.
She was kind of against it.
I was
So
just trying to see if Conrad was like,
I
we're
know-
going here next.
I know. I'm just saying that like Conrad wasn't super forthcoming to Asher. Like you would think, as if they were like companions, because they weren't really. She was learning blood magic from him, and she is a follower of Erroneous, but she does not believe in this particular sect's ideals. She believes they are blasphemous.
I also point out all the bags with the books. As we have a lot of evidence, information could help us get where we need to go. I also have a personal his latest journal on me as well.
You found a journal.
His, yes, and we will go through it momentarily.
Also,
We should leave this place quickly.
We need to get the rest of this. I want to go through all of this, all the bottles. I want to investigate them real fast.
Be quick.
I will assist
I'm
her.
worried someone is going to pop
Oh,
in here. at
we
some
will
point.
leave post haste.
Lily, can Asher hear us?
sort of.
I don't blame you, Lily. But if you ever lose control of Asher, she's going to die.
What was Asher going to do against 3 Abishai?
It's not what she was going to do, it's what we were going to do. If we had known.
Well, I
I don't.
honestly
Did
think I
Asher
would attack
know
her.
what was going to happen?
No.
Asher had
No,
no
she's
idea. You have to understand that Asher did not know. Conrad did not reveal all of his grand plans to her. Some of this is as surprising to her as it is to us.
You do feel a sense of in the emotions. You do still feel a sense of arrogance in there, but that comes with the wizard.
Yeah, I think it's the way I interpret it is more that like
and it was when Oren said, "I will kill you." It's more of a fucking try.
yeah.
You can try to kill a wizard. See, but killing a wizard ain't easy.
Shut up, Cultist.
I think it's more a matter of like with her, she probably had a suspicion that he was doing something much worse than it appeared.
There's always that suspicion.
But
especially
it
if there are-
also just kind of seemed like research towards blood magic, which she was also learning. So she's not against that. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, how deep does this go? I don't entirely know. But this guy seems kind of shady, but like,
And blood magic would
You
be
know.
at school that I was at. So.
I assume Asher's probably more like true neutral, chaotic neutral kind of.
true neutral probably going to be the best bet
Yeah.
because while she is good, blood magic is not inherently not because there are different ways to use blood magic.
Yeah.
So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get out of here.
Real
So,
fast.
I'm
The
assuming in this
bottles.
world, blood magic isn't necessarily illegal because no
Blood
one
magic
He
is-
has an empty health
Blood
potion
magic
bottle.
is mythical.
Wow.
Yeah, it's mythical.
No one knows blood magic. This is the first time someone in the living world has expressed blood magic.
That we're aware
It's
of.
somewhere where I can send some messages.
Real fast. What do I need to
By the
investigate?
way, Do you
Would it
remember
be
looking for Heartsweat
Arcana
and
for the
discovering that
bottles?
there was a link to
Do
Nidhogg?
an investigation check.
There was a
first.
mention
Does
of
anyone want to
Nidhogg
assist me
in
in the investigation?
Wilfred's journal.
Absolutely, and with guidance.
I think I knew
Cool.
that. We
So
had
roll
discussed
2 of these.
I
and
hadn't
roll
told
a
anybody.
D4.
Felix
So roll
knew
two of
that,
them,
but I don't
whichever
think
ones you
Felix
want.
told
it.
anybody.
You mean in this journal?
Roll them together or
In
separate?
Wilfred's journal that Danny had.
So we got
You
18.
you had your research that you found reference to Nidhogg.
I thought Felix had found the Nidhogg and pointed that out.
Maybe Felix already did.
I remember that.
Maybe that had occurred at this point.
I thought I
since
hadn't
then.
told anybody.
But we hadn't figured out just that we saw a Nidhogg in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I
Um,
let
So
Brody know as well.
it looks fairly. There are definitely different standard alchemical things in here. You've seen them all.
Anything that stands out as not should not be there.
They're looking at a certain cabinet. You open it, and it looks like it was tied shut.
Mhm.
Not like it would just keep it shut more than anything else. You open it, and you're looking at everything, and it seems there's a few things that catch your eye. Like there are different diseases. One of them, and it looks like it's an alphabetical order. One of them is blood mold.
Okay, he has.
Drink it.
Okay, he has blood
And it looks
mold.
like on the inside, it looks like it's a reddish pink,
Okay.
growing on one side, the inside of the vial.
All right. What else do I see?
Like they're different tiles that I can't remember off the top of this.
All right. How many bottles in there so far?
There's about 30 vials.
Okay. Blood mold plus 29 more, and
Yes.
then if I need to, you can get them to me
Yeah,
later.
I'll have to work that out.
Time to burn the disease.
And knowing off the top of my head, I
I'm
mean,
sorry, I
fire
couldn't
would
say Felix.
fire would destroy all of those. Correct?
Fire is a cleansing force.
Yes.
Feels like there's part of her still with us.
Something that you would remember based off of what Zagata said.
Felix
These
is
things
actually,
seem
yeah.
fairly resistant
Felix is a he.
to divine magic.
Lily is a her.
It'll work.
Together they are a them.
Yes.
But it seems fairly resistant. And with that in mind, fire might be somewhat resistant as well.
Yeah. I look at you. What do you want to do about these? How would you like to go about?
So this is a stone room or a wooden room?
It's a stone room. It's in the basement. It's going to be a stone room.
Burn it.
Okay. I will take alchemicals. Then once, obviously, I would know probably which ones would burn.
There are
That-
some. You understand enough alchemical things to possibly make something to burn quick and hot.
Yeah,
Molotov.
I will take whatever I can. I will take anything in that room that will burn, dump it on there. I will go to that storage room, take whatever is burnable, if there's wood or anything in
In
there.
the storage room that he was in, it's just wood.
Yeah, I will take wood and I will tuck it there because I want it to burn long and
I want
I'm
you
gonna
to
toss the Abishai in there as well.
I'm
Sure.
also gonna add some magical fire just in case.
that won't do much.
I would say to start, do.
Go upstairs and grab the other Abishai as well.
You can do that. I'll let you do that.
I mean, it's going to burn down the entire temple. It'll
Do we
burn.
want to leave Felix?
No, I'm taking people.
We're gonna bury Felix.
I want you to do a. Let me see your character sheet real quick.
Has Felix transformed back, or is it still the
We don't. We
creature?
left him upstairs.
Let's just get up there. Felix is gone.
I would say we
Shit.
haven't gone back upstairs yet. So
I would like you to do.
I'm Orin.
Do an Arcana check for me, please.
Can Orin help and with guidance?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll 2 of those, and we'll roll this guy.
Orin makes everything easier if
Ooh.
he's the one helping you.
That's not great.
I go
Well,
back
remember
upstairs.
the D4.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the guy goes back.
here, roll that. That's 15. Barely made that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You find a couple materials, and you think you can make something that'll burn hot and fast.
Cool. Yeah. Then that, and then I'll thaumaturgy.
You know that you have to. The second you light it,
I need
do
to
not have any time.
Yeah.
You move.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an explosion. But
I'll
it's gonna burn fast.
Yeah, I will wait until we get the Abernath in. I literally will dump the chemicals on the bodies, and then literally as the door's shutting, I'll just thaumaturgy, shut the door, let the fire spark, and just walk out.
You hear it go instantly.
And I'm running as fast as I
I grab
fucking
his
can.
bag
Yeah.
of books and
Running.
I
go
grab
upstairs,
everything that we have.
strap that on,
Yeah.
and I'll just pick up Felix.
Mhm. Felix weighs. This weighs a lot. Whatever this creature is, it weighs a lot.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, you are now at maximum carrying capacity.
Do you have anything is there anything at Asher's home that you need to get?
Asher's Asher wasn't materialistic.
There's no, extra clothes, sleeping.
If
money.
anything, there might be extra a book with extra spells in it, a spare wizard book, but that's about it.
And maybe a coat.
Probably a coat because
Yeah.
you don't really get affected too much by the weather, like due to blood magic. You're hitting it like you can either heat yourself up or cool yourself down.
Yeah.
Pull my coat out of the bag and just.
Probably wise to protect myself from the elements anyway, just in case. So if there's like
It's
a
going into the winter. It's the late fall. Did you get your
if there's like an adventure kit or
they have
like
it.
those kinds of things,
You
Torches
have,
Road
you
backpack.
have a full adventure
You still
stuff.
have it.
I didn't
Yeah,
not give that to you.
sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just whatever's on here, that's what I collect from her house
Yes.
that I wouldn't be carrying on my
Cool.
person.
I just want to make sure. I didn't want you to be without, because that would suck.
We should go before the fire gets too big.
Yes, we book it out.
you do hear the fire event does hit the main sanctuary fairly quickly.
Oh, darn.
Is anyone outside?
There are people outside. It's just after
It was
sunrise,
dawn.
so
It was
We should
dawn.
probably leave
Comes out
very
in full
quickly.
authority mode. Stand back! Stand back! This church has been purged for heresy. He's just walking off with this demon over his
all
arm.
of them are like they want to do something, but you look
Should I
terrified.
roll intimidation?
Roll intimidation, yeah.
Can I give
Strength
advantage,
based?
like thaumaturgy his voice?
Because I'm
louder?
carrying this
Yes.
demon?
For you may roll it with strength.
Can I also do an intimidation check?
Oh, sweet boy.
He's gonna eat us! 15.
You all look delicious.
Go for it. You're still going to be charisma though.
Oh, I'm very much okay with that one. So that's only for 16.
Okay.
One better than mine.
The townsfolk they're all backing up, just in general.
Let it be known, Conrad Weiss is hereby branded a heretic to Heronius. The Church of Heronius will be brought down
Can I
to
do
replace him.
Can I do a perception check to see if anybody does a reaction to that?
You actually in the background. But aren't you Moradin?
I am.
Okay.
Very good.
I want to see if there's
Any
anybody.
other questions?
I want to see if anybody reacts to hearing heretic.
Because they're all technically
Demon
heretics
summoning,
too.
Yes, I want to see if there's anybody there that worked for him. That's what I'm looking for. If they are like,
Roll.
Demon summoning is pretty
Roll
heretical,
an
regardless.
insight.
With
roll me,
advantage, I'll be
roll me one of these
assisting.
guys.
Specifically a demon summoning.
Whichever one you want.
Dan, I'll be assisting.
Oh, you're
That's a
assisting.
religion. That's a cult.
That is a 9. Oh, so I rolled twice since you're assisting. Okay, roll one more.
But
It's part of
but we do. But
Roll
we,
again.
do we know that that's part of their religion?
Uh, 16.
Zagat's pretty tight
You-
with the Herodius followers.
You dig through Asher's memories. Even within this sect, there is no demon fiendish summonings. Like you do not summon fiends even within this sect.
Sure. Okay. So they probably didn't know about that part of what he was doing.
Correct. And you're not even sure if maybe he was even summoning them.
16.
Because you have to realize
That's my personal assumption.
you all don't know what an Abishai reflects.
No, it's Lily's assumption
Yes,
from
yes.
what she's seen.
Because for some reason all of y'all failed the religion check 5 episodes on the Abishai.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I only have +1 to religion.
I have a +4.
But yeah, but you used my divine
Did I
sense.
see anybody react or
Yeah.
walk away
So that's how
when
you know.
that happened at a
Yes.
16?
You see some people walk away, but it's more like, I'm done with this, more than I need to go report this.
Or nobody seemed shocked or anything about it?
I'm not fucking dealing with that.
No, exactly. No, everyone looks shocked
He's that
because
7-foot tall robot
They-
carrying a 10-foot tall demon.
hearing
He's
your,
like,
hearing
nope.
your town leader
Mhm.
called a heretic,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Okay.
That like they're shocked because they don't know why.
If not, we were going to be having
Carrying
I was going to be like, Trinick, get them. I was going to make them tackle somebody.
But I'm pretty sure the demon on his shoulder would
Not a demon.
Sorry.
Devil.
not a devil.
Whatever.
Ever.
Aberration?
monster.
Yeah, just a monster.
Yeah.
So,
Vomit.
question then:
Jesus Christ.
in the middle of the night, okay, so these Abishai had to be coming and going through this town at some point. did nobody really notice these things? Like, is that like somewhere deep in Asher's memory? Like, is this not a thing that people knew about? I mean, obviously Asher had seen them before. Like, that wasn't surprising.
They move, from what you know, while you're not part of the inner circle, you know well enough that the Abishai moved at night. That is when they were most efficient.
And they're dark anyway.
Exactly. You're no normal person is going to be able to see an Abishai at night. A black Abishai at night.
Sure, that's fair.
That.
I didn't know if like that was like the. I guess that's what I was looking for. Was like, is that the only time they moved, or was it like other times and people would have had a chance to notice them and just didn't? So that answers that.
So as you all move towards the exit of the town of Abernath, the church is very quickly is in full flame. At least within the supports and going through the roof as well.
Internals.
Yeah, the internals. Once the stone gets hot enough, that's when it'll start exploding.
We are long gone, and we're not looking back
Um,
because we're cool.
you all, Zagat carrying the body of Felix Sprinkletoes, turns into another creature. Everyone looking fairly sad in some form, but wanting to get vengeance on Conrad Weiss. And we'll end there. Just in time for Dan, too.
You know, I said it. Black and red should be dead. Said it when he first showed up.
He's also he's mostly black clothing.
Yeah, but he had black and red as part of it.
So
Clear sign of death.
they literally have the same
Motif.
same outfit.
Well, she's possessing somebody who deserves death, so.
Well, they didn't.
Warren is once again being very judgmental based on appearance.
Yeah.
You think that might be one of the things that
Yeah.
make up his character?
Exactly.
So,
You're still a little bit iffy on pirates.
God.
Absolutely. He's
All right.
flabbergasted. There's a good pirate.
Yep. All right. So
What?
we'll be back. I'll be back in a couple of days, most likely, for whatever the hell I'm going to do. But thank you again for joining us for potential TPK. We'll be back later. Come to Discord if you want to know when we're going to play again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.